elect that's doing the will of Yahweh Shah in faith, fear, and sincerity. All right? Now, the first thing I want to talk about and get scripture on is why the Lord's mercy is needful for us. You know what I'm saying? Because this came from last week, the Day of Atonement, which we had atoned for our sins by fasting and praying. You know what I'm saying? Hey, for the Lord to have mercy upon us and forgive us for our sins we have committed. All right? Starting off that Lamentation 2:22. And why? Go ahead.
It's the book of Lamentations, chapter 3, verse 22. It says, I'm going to start at 21. It says, this I recall to my mind, therefore I have hope. It is of Yahweh's mercies that we are not consumed, because his compassions fail not.
So yeah, that's said plain right there. That's why we need the Lord's mercies, because without that, we'll be destroyed, or will be. You know what I'm saying? Because we all committed sins that's worthy of death. You know what I'm saying? In our past life or even this life. Remember, the Lord has that mercy upon us that be able to deem this truth. You know what I'm saying? Look at that. That's right in the Bible.
This is the book of Ecclesiasticus, or Sirach, chapter 8, verse 5. It says, reproach not a man that turneth from sin.
That's right. So you're not supposed to shame a man that's just repenting, that's coming to the truth. You know what I'm saying? That you might think to yourself, well, he committed sin more than you. Something like that. You know what I'm saying? Hey, no, we're not supposed to look at any brother that, we better than this or better than that. You know? We all committed sins that's worthy of death. We all deserve punishment. That's what it's going to say. Go ahead.
Again, Sirach, chapter 8 and 5. It says, reproach not a man that turneth from sin, but remember that we are all worthy of punishment.
That's right. It said we all deserve a harsh judgment. You know, because we all committed sins worthy of death. You know? There you go.
This is Isaiah 64 and 6. It says, but we are all as an unclean thing, and all our righteousness are as a filthy rag. And we all do fade as a leaf, and our iniquities like the wind have taken us away.
That's right. Yeah, it said, all the works, all the righteousness that you do, all the works that you put in, according to the truth, it's not going to take away that sin that you committed. You know what I'm saying? But Yahweh Shah. You know what I'm saying?
Bring it out again.
God, this is Isaiah 64 and 6. It says, but we are all as an unclean thing, and all our righteousness are as filthy rags.
Now, the reason why I got to go back over that, because to show you how it's so, how it is with the Lord, it says our righteousness is as what?
Our righteousness are as filthy rags.
Now, you go into the etymology of filthy rags, it goes into the menstrual cycle. Cloth. All right? Somebody get it from me.
The blue letter or the
blue letter.
This is and it's rare. Strong's 899. Thank you. That goes in rags, but then you got the seven words from filthy.
Somebody, go bring up another scripture.
I got one for you. This is Romans chapter 14, verse 4. Who art thou that judgest another man's servant? To his own master he standeth or falleth. Yeah, he shall be holden up, for the Most High is able to make him stand.
That's right. Yeah, so basically, you're not supposed to go to any man that's like just repentant. You think because you've been in more like years and years, you think you're more righteous than that. But ain't no brother that's more righteous than another brother. You know?
Yeah, read it again, though. This is our righteousness as filthy rags. Right? The little that we do is still, it ain't enough, man. Right? It's still counted real low. Right? And we know a menstrual cycle, that's something that's very low, man. Right?
Right. Read again.
Yeah, and then go into the word.
This is Isaiah 64 and 6 again. It says, but we are all as unclean things, and all our righteousness are as filthy rags. And we all do fade as a leaf, and our iniquities like the wind have taken us away. Right. And this is the word filthy in the blue letter. It is Strong's
5708 ayat, it says menstruation, a filthy rag stained garment, figurative of best deeds of guilty people. Strong's definition says, from an unused root meaning to set a period, compare the menstrual flux as periodical by implication, soiling filthy.
Yeah, so we know that, I don't want to go into it, but we know that the menstrual rag that it will pretty much be for a woman. It's nothing significant or clean about it. You know what I'm saying? Disposable. So that's how our righteousness is compared, man. We just doing what we're supposed to do. All right. Like the scripture goes into it, it says reasonable service. Reasonable service. That's right. We're doing what we're supposed to do. All right. Even the little things we do, we just count it to the Lord, man. All right. We're not looking for no rewards, trophies, plaques, or nothing about it. We know it's nothing. All right. It's nothing. Go ahead.
So yeah, we all refer to as that filthy rag. It's just in the scripture because, hey, we go to a physical rag. When you clean it, you wash it, and then it becomes dirty again. We got to rinse something dirty out. You know, we all refer to that because, hey, we all washed. They about to cleanse of the word. But yeah, we in the simple flesh. We get dirty every now and then. You know what I'm saying?
That's like this is what part of the definition. It says again, a figurative of best deeds of guilty people, meaning that we're all guilty of it.
If I could say to add to the elder, blood defiles something. That's why I say eat not the blood of the flesh, right? So by him explaining the blood, like that's contaminated and polluted. So if our righteousness is as that, you can't really dwell in the righteousness like that, man. Right?
Yeah.
You gotta what? Go about.
No, go ahead. Finish your point.
Yeah. You gotta basically have faith in what you're doing. All right, more or less over in the righteousness, because your righteousness don't save you. At the end of the day, the law can't save you. So you can do as right as you can, right? But we do still, rehearse the law and do the things of the law. But when you're saved of the mercies of the Lord. Go ahead.
Like some of these camps that we know of,
Yes, Lord.
like IUIC, the law, all
Right,
day.
yeah.
Then they jump around. If they do something that seems good, they're making videos, trailers.
Boasting.
Yeah, boasting about the little right that they do, man. Yeah, ride on a goddamn horse, man. All right? It's bullshit, man. Go ahead.
The scripture that the brother's about to bring out is that, hey, out of all the sins we committed, hey, this is what the Lord did for us. Go ahead.
It's the book of Sirach, chapter 17, verse 20. It says, none of their unrighteous deeds are hid from him, but all their sins are before the Lord.
That's right. They said everything we've done, every sins we commit, the Lord seen or know about it already. You know what I'm saying? But even with that, that's what the Lord did for us. Go ahead.
It says, verse 21, but the Lord being gracious and knowing his workmanship, neither left nor forsook them, but spared them.
Yeah, through the Lord's mercy, he spared us, from his wrath. You know what I'm saying? Like all the sins we committed, that's worthy of death. Hey, Lord have mercy upon us on this time. You know? Yeah.
This 2 Corinthians 3:1 is for you too, Zaquan. It says, do we begin again to commend ourselves? It's a question mark.
Tooting your own horn and shit, man. You can't do that. Because the scripture tell you, the more you learn in this thing, the more wisdom and knowledge and understanding you start to get, the more humble you need to become.
The greater thou art, the more humble thou shalt.
Yeah. What happens when these niggas in the hood, or these rap niggas, when they go from being on the bottom, y'all was just talking about being the base. What happens when they go from being the base overnight, and then from overnight they get problems? Nigga walking on a $300,000 car, walking on the bitch. Just walking on the top of the car. Posing and shit, boasting and shit, tooting the horn. We don't, that's why the scripture says, why urgent ass proud, man. And it says, how many of you might get that for me?
Yeah, that's Sirach 10.
That's Sirach 10.
Sirach 10 and all.
Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead. Read that one for me real quick.
This is Sirach.
Go to 17 and come back.
This is Ecclesiasticus of Sirach, chapter 3, verse 17. My son, go on with thy business in meekness.
Yeah, go on thy business in meekness. And what this we in is considered the Lord's business. All right? So you got to do what in the business?
Go on with thy business in meekness.
Being meek, man. What the scripture says, the meek shall and what? Inherit the earth, man. All right, not the proud, not boasting. With
So shalt thou be beloved of him that is approved.
with
Verse 18. The greater thou art, the more humble thyself.
yeah, the greater you are, all right. When it comes to the truth, the more greater and the more you start to build up and things happen for you in this truth, the more humble you should be. All right. With
And the greater thou art, the more humble thyself, and thou shalt find favor before Yahweh.
yeah, the Lord's gonna find favor in you, man, by being humble, being on the low, being meek, man. All right, being respectful. You know, that's a big thing too. Go ahead. Yeah, oh, that's it.
I still got to read this too.
Yeah, read that one.
Con. Should go
Yeah,
20.
yeah,
Verse 19. Many are in high places and of renown, but mysteries are revealed unto the meek.
yeah. You got many. Seem like they're in the highest seat. Seem like they got it all going on, but it says that the mysteries, all right, are revealed to the meek. All right, and we know that scripture links up with another scripture that says the Lord revealed His secrets to who?
Serve the prophet.
Serve the prophets, man. Right? The Lord ain't dealing with everybody, especially in this society. All these so-called PhDs, all these alphabets in front of their name, the Lord not dealing with them. They just got accolades on this side, man. We got accolades in the heavens. All right? Ooh, hold on real fast. Let me get it all out. Go ahead.
Verse 20. For the power of Yahweh is great, and he is honored of the lowly.
Yeah, the Lord dealing with the lowly. We did a video a while back. The Lord dealing with the underdog. We consider the underdog, the guys that are so-called despised in this society, right? The last hired, the first fired, all right? The ones that are shunned by their family members, all right? Shunned by these so-called people in this society. Well, we're the lowly, all right? And that's the ones who the Lord dealing with. The Lord not dealing with the guy that got all the. And like I said, you can have that in the truth. As long as you maintain yourself, you can have all of the things that would seem like the world would have, but you know how to maintain yourself in the truth. But the people in this world, they high-minded, they proud, they boast, you know, of the things they have.
If I could say, in one of those Indiana Jones movies with the Holy Grail that gave eternal life, they had 3 cups, and if you chose the wrong one, it would kill you. But if you drank from the right one, you would get eternal life. And the wrong ones were the best-looking cups, gold and silver with mighty gems, while the actual cup was a base piece of copper, like a dirty, dingy-looking cup.
And that's how the Lord looks at his men in society. The average guy that you would look at in this truth, they get shunned. If you put him on the top scene to the world, they would shun. Oh, he's not tall enough. Oh, he don't have enough muscles. Oh, the Lord don't never deal with that shit, man. He deals with the guy that's abased. Right? That's why he made that. That's why the Lord makes that similarity. He said the guy that's weak amongst the flock, I'm gonna make him as David in that day.
Yep.
The guy that's feeble amongst you, I'm gonna make him as David. And David was a mighty man, right? And then the ones that are in strong spirit, I'm gonna make him as like as myself or the Most High, man. But the Lord dealing with the low. Right? You was about to say something?
I want to say that only way the Lord is dealing with the lowly, the humble. You know what I'm saying? Because say if the Lord was dealing with somebody that was high and mighty on this side, people give them credit. They don't give the Lord credit. So like, hey, with the Lord dealing with the lowly, hey, that's unbelievable to people. So they got no choice but to give credit to the Lord.
Hey, bring that scripture y'all like bringing out about the poor man and the rich man. They respect the rich man, or a guy that seems like he's rich. Everybody respects him, but the guy that's poor, all
They
right?
say, what fella is this?
Yeah.
Who
They question everything.
Yeah.
What you doing here?
Yeah.
Who the fuck is this guy?
I got it.
You know what I'm saying? But that's how even they treat a man of the Lord like that, you know?
Man with no reputation.
Okay. You know, that's how they treat a man of the Lord. Like I say, you know, we do this thing to the best of our ability, man, to the point where we start acting out the world. We don't care what you think of us either. Right? Oh, them guys, these ain't even dresses, man. These are representations of holy garments. Right? And they show you that the world judges you based on what? Your appearance. How you look at them, how they view you. But we are viewed in the eyes of the Most High, man. All right? That's why he It's no goddamn way. I couldn't do this on my own, man. There's no way you can go down through the Revelations to break them down blow for blow. There's no way you can go through the Daniels to break them down blow for blow. Exodus. That had to be given to you. Some other power has to give that to you.
Yes. You can't just get it.
You can't just get that.
Leave it.
Zechariah, the first chapter, shows you that had to be given to you, man. You know? That just ain't nothing. And like I say, that's who these things are, how the operations of the world work, how the Most High deals with reincarnation. Those things are so high and powerful on the spiritual level that it goes over the people in the world heads, man. Because he ain't fucking with them. Oh, I'm just cut it like that.
I still got one in the commit.
Okay, come. Finish it out. I'm giving it back to the
This 2 Corinthians 10 and 12. It says, for we dare not make ourselves of the number or compare ourselves with some that commend themselves.
Yeah. But you know, like they got men that commend themselves. Pat themselves on the back. Right? And we didn't see these guys come and go. We didn't see these camps come and go. You know? Always tooting your horn, man, like you ain't done that. You know?
I got more. But they measuring themselves by themselves and comparing themselves among themselves are not wise.
Yeah, they're not, man. Because while you doing that, the Most High is looking at you like, come on, man. I'm about to, you know, the Most High about to really just shake shit up for you, man. Go ahead.
Last one. I'm gonna jump to 17. But he that glory, let him glory in the Lord. For not he that commended himself is approved, but whom Yahweh commend. I'm gonna read it again.
Read it, yeah.
18 or 17. But he that glory.
Because I gotta answer to that because Paul went through the same thing.
That's him.
You know, Paul went through the same thing, and Paul gonna tell you what to do. Go ahead.
Yeah. It says, but he that glory, let him glory in the Lord. For not he that commended himself is approved, but whom the Lord commended.
Yeah, who the Lord commended.
It's approved.
All right now, and Paul gonna answer. I got an answer for this too with Paul. All right, you glorying in this, glorying in that. This is what you're supposed to glory in, man. If anything, go ahead.
This is 2 Corinthians 12, verse 7.
Where you at? Put a point in. Go ahead, see.
This is 2 Corinthians 12, verse 6. For though I would desire to glory, I shall.
He started off the bat by saying what?
For though I would desire to glory,
Though I was pat myself on the back. Oh, look what I did. I done came to camp for consecutive 7 months. I got 90 precepts. You know, I got all this shit going on. To my own, I got a big page. I got 4.6 subscribers.
Yep.
Got all these views. Hey, get that
I
one
experienced all
from
that.
and Brass.
I experienced all
Go
that.
ahead.
and remember, if anybody could boast, it would have been Apostle Paul. He said, I am the Hebrew of the Hebrews, a Pharisee of the law by birth.
Yes.
You got guys think they know more than the others.
Yeah.
I've seen that.
Yeah.
I know more than
Yeah,
that.
guys that know more than others, you just coming on the scene, man. You just hit the scene.
Oh, baby.
Damn. Man, I'm about to go there. But go ahead. Go ahead, bro. Hold on, bro. Let me. Go ahead.
2 Corinthians 12 and 6. For though I would desire to glory, I shall not be a fool, for I will say the truth. But now I forbear, lest any man should think of me above that which he seeth me to be.
And that's why the elders are humble men. That's why they remember just recently they said, man, stop having them videos of us, the glowing eyes and shit. Like,
Yeah,
come
I
on,
remember
man.
that.
We're not there yet, you know?
Not there.
Apostle Gabar said, hey, you know, I see y'all, you know, giving me praises and all that, but that doesn't mean anything to me until I get that crown and in the kingdom. Like I'm up. Once I know I'm up that number, then you know you can receive the glory. But until then, shit,
Yeah, that shit don't
nobody
matter.
knows.
The same thing goes for you got them niggas. Kiss my feet, white man.
Yeah.
Kiss my feet, white woman.
You also got the guys.
But we still here. You
Talk
gonna clock
about
out
it.
from here and go back to work.
Go back to work. Yeah.
What about the one talking about they in the new covenant? Come
Oh
on,
man, that's a whole nother, that's some whole
Man,
other shit,
shit,
man.
man.
Go ahead.
Jake getting Esau to kiss his boot, but then he got to go to work immediately after
Right,
camp.
we at the camp, man. Like, and then they always got that, thumbnail with their arm crossed, looking down.
Yeah.
You got the cruddy Edomite woman like this with her
Yeah.
lips. You got the J.J. Evans lips kissing them dirty,
Yeah.
the combat roach killers, man.
felines.
They
Yeah,
got,
big ass kind, you just stand in the corner and just kill roaches with them
A
big
lot of
boots.
pride.
they
A lot
got the
of pride.
blade boots on.
Yeah. I mean, it ain't glory in that shit, you know?
That's it.
Let me show you what I did last week. Yeah, hit the iPhone, hit the numbers and shit, and then Magla, the whole, they got the whole wallpaper is what happened at camp with the white woman kissing. Come on, man, that shit don't.
Zoomed in on that boot.
Yeah, zoomed in on the boot, man. This shit is bullshit, you know?
Entertainment, too.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Lest any man should think of me above that which he seeth me to be, or that he heareth of me. And lest I should be exalted above measure through the abundance of revelations, there was given to me a thorn in the flesh, the messenger of Satan to buffet me.
Yeah, so he's telling you, look, I had things wrong with me, man. I had a situation where, you know, Paul had a thorn in his flesh. All right, go ahead.
Lest I should be exalted above measure. For this thing I besought the Lord thrice, that it might depart from me.
He said, I prayed to the Lord twice that it basically depart from me. Go ahead.
Verse 9, and he said unto me, red letter, so it's Yahushua, my grace is sufficient for thee, for my strength is made perfect in weakness.
Right. So whatever was given to him, it was sufficient for him. That's you supposed to wear that. All right. Go ahead.
Most gladly, therefore, will I rather glory in my infirmities, that the power of Hamashiach may rest upon me.
That's the answer to what he said. If I'm gonna glory in my infirmities.
That's right.
All right. Yeah. Yes. I may not be patient. Yes, I might have this and that wrong with me. I'm gonna glory in that. Yeah. Hey. I'm. What we always say. I'm enduring, man.
That's right.
All right. I'm a work in progress,
right.
which we all are.
Better be in the house of mourning than in the house of food, you know?
Go ahead.
Verse 10, therefore,
Yeah.
I take pleasure in infirmities.
I take what?
I take pleasure in infirmities, in reproaches, in necessities, in persecutions, in distresses for Hamashiach's sake. For when I am weak, then am I strong.
Right. So a lot of times when you be catching that hell, sometimes you just gotta smile because you know half the time it's coming from the Lord. The Lord putting the hell on you to actually build you up.
All
To
the
be
time it's coming from
Yeah, to be mentally strong, man.
A straight game.
You know, to be mentally strong, to actually know how to, all right,
Build you up.
build you up
That's
and kiss
it.
the devil on the cheek. Sometimes we sit up here, we got anger issues and different things coming from the world. So when Esau come and say something or do something, you just lashing out. Sometimes you gotta learn to use this in here, man.
Yeah, use wisdom.
You gotta use wisdom. You gotta sometimes wink at the shit because a lot of times you can tell that's at some point in this truth when you build yourself, you're gonna like, oh, that's a demon.
Yeah.
Like for instance, me and his brother work together. They got a nigga come out the house. Man, it's 5 in the morning. What the fuck you doing out here? He riding a bike 5 in the morning. This nigga got them. Remember them same plats? The nigga from drinking the juice in the hood.
Yeah.
Don't be minutes. Wayne brother, you got them bitches just like that. And I'm talking about you up there. You probably gassed the truck up, the machines and shit. Fuck you looking at, nigga? Huh? What? Who said like he be tripping? But then, like I say, you gotta like that's a demon.
Yeah.
You know? I don't even in the world you just
Yeah.
you match his energy, and the next thing you know, you had a nigga moment. You know? But in
Jump
truth,
on
you
you.
start like, oh, that's
You know, discerning.
yeah, this nigga be out there. I'm talking about 5 days in the morning. We gone for 8 hours. Come back. He's still on the same block.
Same block.
But go ahead, Go ahead, What y'all got?
This Jeremiah 9:23. Thus says Yahweh, let not the wise man glory in his wisdom, neither let the mighty man glory in his might. Let not the rich man glory in his riches, but let him that glory in this, that he understandeth and knoweth me, that I am Yahweh, which exercise loving kindness, judgment, and righteousness in the earth. For in these things I delight, say your house.
So AKA, if you gonna glory in anything about yourself, glory in me. I gave you that job. You gonna glory in that woman?
Right.
Who gave you the woman? The Most High.
That's right.
Got a new car. Got gas in my chest. Well, who gave you that car? Same as you got that car, you gotta give back to the Most High. Who gave you it to you, man? You know?
How about Shimon Shah?
Yeah, that's, hey man, just I'm talking about just to make it in a couple of minutes alone, you gotta get praise to the Most High, man.
Every
We
day.
walking in the valley of the shadow of death, man. We can die anytime,
Yeah.
you know. Go ahead,
I got a precept for you too, but I want to say this: a man that's given something, he can't have pride in getting it, because that was given to you. You didn't work for it, and that's why the Lord hates pride. You didn't. You
I
want
would
to
say
say?
also you can be taken away as well.
Yeah,
You know,
the
we
Lord
see
take it away.
examples of it, yeah.
Sure will.
But I got something that the elder called for earlier.
I got a precept to back up the point you made too.
Con, it's the book of Sirach, chapter 10 and verse 9. Why is earth and ashes proud? There is not a more wicked thing than a covetous man, for such an one sitteth his own soul to sell, because while he liveth, he casteth away his bowels. And the point is in the beginning, man. All right, why is earth and ashes proud? Okay, you have nothing to be proud about, except for what the brother just went into in Isaiah the 9th chapter. Right? Knowing that the Lord gave you something. You want to say something?
You Sirach 10, right?
Yeah.
You could get 7.
Got you. It's verse 7. It reads, pride is hateful before Yahweh and man, and by both doth one commit iniquity. Hey, and you going off by having pride. And that's what these different camps, people in the world fail to realize, man. Right? You sinning against the Lord by just having pride.
The Lord say 4 things, for 3 and 4 things that he hate. A proud poor man.
That's it.
He had how you gonna be poor and proud? You gotta, come on, brother. At some point you gotta be like, man, I gotta pick this one or this one, right? It's like you gotta call a spade a spade.
That's
the
right.
Lord like, hold on, I got you poison mother, and you proud? That's why he said that's a great thing he hate. For 4 things and 3 things the Lord hate. It's a proud poor man.
That's it.
Get that, man.
That's
It's in Sirach, yeah.
I was looking for that. You got it. All right, I'm gonna find it.
Yeah, get that 1 Corinthians 15:10, because and
Bring it out. Let him bring it out.
Yeah, this is the book of Sirach. This is the book of Sirach, chapter 25, verse 2. It says, 3 sorts of men that my soul hated.
So the Lord's soul is hating this. I just want to say that part. You got it out. Lord, hate this. Go ahead.
3 sorts of men my soul hated, and I am greatly offended at their life. A poor man.
A life that the Lord gave them, though. He like, look, I gave you this life and I'm offended because there's men that's like that. And he like, I hate you. And he offended at you. Think of the Lord hating you and being offended at you. You worse than Esau.
I know he did this, but yeah, you give yourself credit that you got it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
It says, a poor man that is proud.
Yeah, we're the poor man right now. So what you gotta be proud of while you still in captivity?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
If I can say it, that's like a child being proud that he needs to be punished. It's like you supposed to learn something from this. Not boasting your punishment. Right?
That's why I say, if we supposed to obtain this knowledge that we getting right now, they repent. That's right. Be proud of ourselves, oh, we know this or we know that. Okay.
There's nothing to boast in at the end of the day.
Pride puff is up.
Pride puffing up.
That's right.
It said, a poor man that is proud, a rich man that is a liar, and an old adulterer that doeth. Doted.
Like bragging,
Yeah.
boasting is adultery. You know,
Boasting is adultery.
he just, oh wow. That go down the line for everything. Murderers, like I'm a stepper. Like the Lord don't like that. He like, I'm offended with this because really you're boasting in iniquity. So the Lord like, look, you're being prideful in your sin. That's why he said, because judgment isn't executed speedily, it's fully set in the hearts of the sons of men to do evil.
That's right.
So the Lord looking at it like, cause I'm the one that kill and make alive, right? So you started talking, You got a data. You gonna meet
Yeah.
like you gonna run into. Go
And
ahead.
that's why when David was on the scene and he was doing what he was doing, he gave all the glory to Yahweh. Because he prayed that the Lord would teach his hands to walk. He knew it wasn't of himself. He knew it wasn't something that he done on his own. The Lord had to give him the power. And he gave great glory to the Lord for that, man. Y'all got it.
Yeah.
Oh, I got one.
There you go.
We're gonna swing. We're gonna just go around.
This is 1 Corinthians chapter 15, verse 10. It says, by the grace of the Most High, I am what I am.
That's right. He said, yeah, through grace and
right.
mercy of your honest, you know, shot. He said, hey, Apostle Paul said, I am what I am. He said, he
That's
was an
it.
apostle at that time. You know what I'm saying? So same go with us. Hey, only we're part of this truth. Understand that the 100% truth. You know what I'm saying? They're able to preach it. It's because they do the mercies of the Lord. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
It says, but by the grace of the Most High, I am what I am. And his grace, which was bestowed upon me, was,
I was keep going.
so like, and his grace, which was bestowed upon me, was not in vain.
Yeah, we pray his mercy they have upon us that, hey, the works that we putting in upon the word, it don't go in vain. I mean, hey, we doing this work right now, then we fall out later on. You know what I'm saying? We don't want that, man. Lord, we don't get that. Do his mercies. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
It says, I labored more abundantly than they all, yet not I, yet not I, but the grace of the Most High, which was with me.
That's playing right there. Hey, the Apostle Paul basically saying, like, no matter how much work I put in, you know what I'm saying? It's all through the grace of the Lord. Same go with us. You know, no matter how much righteousness we put, you know, how much charity, you know what I'm saying? It's all through the mercies and grace of the Lord. We can never forget that. You know what I'm saying? You got something? Yeah.
I got something. You got something?
Yeah.
Go ahead. Well,
Ecclesiastes 11 and verse 14. One moment, let me get it back up. It says prosperity, goddamn tongue tie, prosperity and adversity, life and death, poverty and riches come of the Lord. So, you know what I'm saying, you know, you can be rich, you can be poor, you can be homeless, you know, it's all, the Lord causes all those things. So, you know what I'm saying, so we got to be humble in the sight of the Lord. You got it?
Yeah, always give credit to the Lord. You know? That's it.
I got a precept. You want to, okay, I got a precept. This is Daniel 4:17. It says, this matter is by the decree of the watchers and the demand by the word of the holy ones, to the intent that the living may know that the Most High ruleth in the kingdom of men, and giveth it to whomsoever he will, and set up over it the basis of men. The reason why I brought that out is because Nebuchadnezzar had a lot of pride on him, thinking that he was the one in charge and in control, which was, you know, vice versa to how Cyrus was. The prophecies tell you that Cyrus, he gave, you know, praises to Yahweh Shema Shai. And a man that's full of pride, you can't reprove him, you can't rebuke him or give him any type of exhortation because he thinks he knows everything, which is opposite from a meek man, and that's what we're supposed to be.
Cyrus was a heathen.
Yes.
Right.
So did Nebuchadnezzar, praise the Lord. All right? Cyrus was of the other nations, man, and he respected the Lord. Right? He let us build our temple. Okay? You know, he let us do things. At the end of the day, he could give praises to the Lord, and he won't hear heathen.
Right.
Nebuchadnezzar, he did that to Nebuchadnezzar. He let him grow beast claws and hair all out of it and eat grass so he can humble him down. Then guess what? He was like, yes, the Lord,
That's
y'all
it.
Lord is the Lord. But it was all for humility to show if the heathen can praise me, how much more y'all can't boast.
That's
man.
right.
I'll make a heathen man lift me up, man.
it.
So that was done for account that we may know not to boast. All right, go ahead.
I got that account too, because that's the spirit. I just was reading this, you know, over the week. But this the book of Ezra in the Bible, verse 2. First chapter, verse 2. It reads, "Thus saith Cyrus, king of Persia, the Lord Yahweh of heaven hath given me all the kingdoms of the earth, and he had charged me to build him an house at Jerusalem.
Which
is in Judah.
That's letting us what? Rebuild the temple.
That's
man.
right.
Because some men was coming in and they're ramshacked until y'all ain't building. All right? But the Lord had the spirit on Cyrus. But then that lets you know the Lord ruling in the kingdom of men. Because he can do whatever he want. People be like, man, see, up in the heathen now, they could be of the elect or the chosen. No, they can't.
He can do that. The
Yeah.
Lord can do that.
He can do that. Because he was allowing his people to reap the effects through a heathen, man.
I got a quick precept.
Go ahead, huh?
I got one more verse just to back up what the brother saying.
Go ahead.
Though he gave reverence to the Lord, he knew he couldn't put his hands on the temple and make the temple.
Yeah.
He knew that.
Because he a heathen.
He a heathen. He knew that. This verse 3, it says, who is there among you of all his people? His power be with him, and let him go up to Jerusalem, which is in Judah, and build the house of the Lord of build the house of the Lord Yahweh of Israel. He is the power which is in Jerusalem.
That's
So
right.
just backing up what the brother was saying, man. You know, he knew he couldn't build the actual temple, but the Lord used Cyrus, right, to build this temple through the Israelites.
authorization.
And he gave him the authorization
Yeah.
because he was over.
He the king. He
known
could have
world.
said, don't do it.
He was over the known world
Yeah,
at
the
that
Lord
time.
like, nah, do it.
Yes.
He made him do it. Cyrus ain't have a choice. It said the heart of the king, the spirit is in it. Go ahead, break it up.
Yes.
Proverbs chapter 21, verse 1. It says the king's heart is in the hand of Yahweh.
That's right.
As the rivers of water, he turneth it whithersoever he will. You know, and if I can say, you know, the Lord actually got mind control over these heathen. He got mind control over us.
That's
right.
right.
You know, he turning, you know, he orchestrating, he doing everything he want because that's what's pleasing to him.
He the
You
puppet
know?
master.
He the puppet
That's
master.
it.
He pulling the strings.
Literally.
Literally. You know? You got it, bro.
Go ahead, Judah, because
This the book
That's
of
something? You want to say something?
I got hold something.
this the book of Proverbs chapter 16 verse 18, 19.
I was holding that.
Pride goeth before destruction, and a haughty spirit before a fall. Better it is to be of the humble spirit with the lowly than divide the spoil with the proud. So going back, brother was saying about the pride, like possession, like word business, get a new car, new woman, everything. That's all through the Lord. So we can't get too upped up in pride. Like, well, I got this bad chick. That's through the Lord. I got a new car. That's through the Lord. You know what I'm saying? So even with the truth, the Lord brought us in. We ain't brought ourselves on our own. So,
Yeah, it's just not just like material, but also even spiritual as well. You know,
You got to humble down just to get the Lord. You could come in here, I got it, I'm reading, I got precepts. The Lord, like, you got to humble down. You got to wait, you got to get on the other side. It's a process.
That's right.
You got to humble down.
Gotta be
the
patient.
Lord if every man that was of the Lord, because you got to think about it. The men, you men that's on the other side, you got to think about when we was on the other side. You look at men's spirits was even more amplified on that side. You thinking, like, I'm trying to get this. Take myself for example. You be like, damn, I wonder how that brother was when he was on the other side. So
That's it.
then you take that into consideration and be like, oh, like the Lord, like, because the only way the Lord can build you up is if he break you down first.
That's it.
Right? So
Sir.
if he takes something from you, then like, okay, I can put something in him now.
That's
All
it.
right? To where he can what? Level up.
Got the
In
purge.
order to level up, you got to level down.
That's it.
The Lord like, look, let me take you down a notch so you can see how to level up.
And what is that leveling now? Breaking off that
Humility.
worldly, you know,
The
things that-
renewing.
Yeah, being renewed,
That's
breaking the world off you and being built back up in
That's
the
right.
spirit.
You
Consider
gotta
to a
humble
lower
down,
state.
though, because when we was in the world, we thought we knew things.
Yeah,
we
that's
thought
right.
like,
Prideful.
yeah, we was prideful. Oh, he an old man. I do like I could teach that Bible like
Yeah.
till it's time to do it.
Yeah.
Then you
Yeah.
looking around like, man, I ain't
I
too
don't
sharp
know.
at this.
You gonna find out.
Go ahead,
I got a precept for you.
you got something? Let him catch him. Catch him. That's my first piece. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Oh, we get okay.
Yeah.
Says Proverbs 8:13. To fear the Lord is to hate evil. I hate pride and arrogance, evil behavior and perverse speech. It's Proverbs 11:2. When pride comes, then comes disgrace. But with humility comes
Well,
wisdom.
read that first one, the first one you had, and let the brother break that down. Now, that was a good one.
Yeah,
Proverbs
damn good.
8:13. To
Yeah,
fear the
damn
Lord
good.
is
That's
to
good.
hate evil.
Yeah.
I hate pride and arrogance, evil behavior and a perverse speech.
Oh yeah, that's the Lord saying
That's
himself.
heavy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Lord
that's
hates
heavy,
pride.
that.
You know, that's up there playing. know what I'm saying? The Lord that hates that prideful spirit. You know?
And the speak
And
proud.
speak proud.
Yeah.
That's why the Lord said in 2 Samuel 3, don't let arrogancy come out of your mouth.
That's
Matter
it.
of fact, get that. He said, don't talk so exceedingly proud, man. Or let arrogancy come out your
I'm
mouth. man.
this, I'm that.
The Lord,
Yeah.
listen, the Lord created arrogance.
He
The
listen
Lord
at-
is arrogant. He's everything.
He listen at
Right?
everything.
Jacob be like, well, if the Lord ain't this, the Lord everything. He
He
created
every-
everything.
everything.
He have a complete spirit in everything. He can be that. He's above arrogance.
That's it.
He created that. Like, no, you know, and the way you look at it, for balance sake, you'll understand that you can't say the Lord ain't this or that.
Sure
Like,
do.
because he created he
That's
did
right.
everything. So you sure he can't be arrogant if he
That's
created,
right.
he's above it. Go ahead, brother. Read that again, the Proverbs
8:13?
Yeah. No, 2, huh? I think it was 2 or
Proverbs
13.
11 and
First.
2.
Go ahead. Don't let the one you said about arrogance. Go ahead. It's 2 Corinthians 3.
Proverbs 8:13. To fear the Lord is
No,
to
it's
hate
second
evil.
Samuel.
I hate pride and arrogance, evil behavior and perverse speech.
Yeah. And perverse 2 and 3. And perverse speech. Read it again, so like I was talking about. My bad, bro.
Proverbs 8:13. It's the book of Proverbs 8:13. It reads, to fear the Lord is to hate evil. I hate pride and arrogance, evil behavior and perverse speech.
Yep, and perverse speech, man. All right? Because what's perverse in a man's speech is if he says something he have no control over. Or something that the Lord like, brother, God, do you know who I am?
Yeah, I take you already.
I'll take you out right now. The Lord done killed some men when they offended with their tongue right there. No, like
That's
right
it.
there, just call a siege and die. You see some of the pastors,
They
they
drop
on the
dead.
pulpit talking, and then they just fall on
Fall
and die,
dead.
man. The Lord like, I ain't letting that word
That's
get
it.
by me. Get him, man. So you got to think about that. He ain't perverse speech, but go ahead. A false tongue. That's a false tongue. Go ahead, let him get that.
Good. You got it.
So we don't get off it. Go ahead. The second.
Oh, I got you. Okay, this is 1 Samuel chapter
Think I
2 verse 3. It says, talk no more exceeding proudly.
Who you think the Lord talking to? Who talk proudly? Jake, poor man. Jake be the one. No, Esau don't really be popping like that, because he's in power.
Yeah, he got the
like,
power.
Y'all talking, we real good.
He got them sweet lips.
You don't hear Jake.
Smooth as butter.
You don't hear Jake talking about how you gonna put that thing on you, and this is in the cult, and this. Edom already got that biscotti when you're like,
Yeah.
as soon as I'm gonna do something, I'm gonna shoot you.
That's right.
Like Esau don't even talk, he just pull out and kill you.
That's it. It's over with.
Like Esau don't boast and let you know, like he's gonna be like, he must gonna know I'm gonna train.
Yeah.
I'm a
And
trained
also, that's his
assassin.
blessing.
Jake tapping a trained assassin,
Yeah.
saying, look, I got it in the car. You keep playing, but I go get it right. This is what Jake be doing.
Yeah.
Right? How you gonna boast and say you gonna kill a man? Is you serious? That man probably got the killing instrument on him. He could just put you down.
That's it.
And that's why in most cases, like what you talking about, the man that say he gonna kill somebody, he end up dying.
There you
God's
go.
not with that.
There you
God's
go.
not with that.
That,
No.
And then you don't got no control over life and death anyways. He said, it is I, even I, am he.
That's
I
it.
kill and make
Make
a
a
lie.
lie.
Deuteronomy 32.
And
Right?
that's
So
it.
the Lord, like, I'm the one got, just read it, as a matter of fact. It said in that too, in verse 7.
Yeah.
Go ahead, bro.
It say back in 1 Samuel 2 and 3, it says, talk no more exceeding proudly.
Yeah.
Let not arrogancy come out of your mouth, for Yahweh is a power of knowledge, and by him actions are weighed.
So he weighed the actions of what everybody talking about. I hear y'all. The Lord word is according to Hebrews 4 and 12 is quick and powerful.
That's it.
We talk of things that we really can't call into action
That's right.
unless the Lord wants to. You can say you're gonna kill a man, but if the Lord don't want you to kill him, you ain't gonna
That's
never
right.
kill him. Every time it's on your mind, the Lord will cause. Let's just say you go get in the car and you won't ride on something. The Lord will let you wreck the car.
That's
Or
it.
then what? Or go to jail, get pulled over by
Yeah, right.
police. You're not controlling nothing.
Nah.
So even if you do put it in your mind to kill a man, the Lord put that on your spirit and let the angels work to kill him. It wasn't you.
That's right.
Go ahead, yeah, read 6, which proves it, bro.
This is verse 6. It says, Yahweh kill it and make it alive.
He killed and make alive. That's in the Lord, right?
That's it.
The Lord.
Yeah.
Get Proverbs 4 and 23.
It says, He bring it down to the grave and bring it up.
Read it again, bro.
God, it says, the Lord Yahweh kill it and make it alive.
That's plain, right?
That's plain as
Plain
day.
and
Did
simple.
is anything else? No, he killed when he can.
No.
Read it again.
It said he kill it and make it alive.
He killed tomorrow or Tuesday. He what?
He kill it and make it alive.
That's in season and out of
Out of
season.
season.
It ain't no act addition to that, right? Oh, you can't take anything away from it. Go ahead.
With the Proverbs?
Yeah.
This is Proverbs 4:23. It says, keep thy heart with all diligence,
Yep.
for out of it are the issues of
I
life.
meant to say Psalms when he said,
The issues with that.
you got it? Go ahead. That's what I wanted. My bad.
This is book of Psalms chapter 68 verse 20.
That's it.
It says, he that is our power
Yeah.
is the power of salvation, and unto Yahweh the Lord belong the issues from death.
So everything surrounding a death of somebody, the issues of death belong to the Lord. Some of that man was killed, set up, put in position to be done. It all, this all the Lord. The Lord, like, ain't nobody do that. You know, man, like, I'm gonna set him up. I'm gonna run him flanking this way. You bring him around the corner. I'm gonna be laying back in the car. That's the Lord setting him up.
That's it.
It's a demand from the Lord. Like, I'm putting that in y'all mind, working y'all mind like
That's
that
it.
to do that, man. People don't understand that, dude. So at the end of the day, that means the Lord manifests everything.
That's
So
it.
that means he did it. It's his credit, you know. But he used man to do what he want to do in the
That's
angels to work on men.
That's it.
That's what a man don't understand. So I don't worry about nobody say, man, I'm gonna take care of you. Boy, you know what I tell him? Man, you better go holler at the Lord about that.
That's it.
How you gonna get? You gotta get permission from the Lord to do that.
That's it.
That shit sound good, but you gotta get permission from the Lord to do that, man.
That's it.
And that's what a great deal of faith. But that was it, bro.
And just bring out a point real quick, just to show you how Esau is so anti-Yahweh, man. What's going on right now in the city? Decadence, pride, right? Pride month.
Pride, yeah, you
Pride.
right.
Yep.
And there, I had a date the other night, man, with this Edomite chick, and we was at the we gonna eat pho, Chinese food, and she was like, well, what are your thoughts on pride and stuff like pride and something? I'm like, well, on homosexuality, I told her, I said straight up, I ain't with it. I said, but if a man is you know, if that's how he is, that's how he is. As long as he don't bring that shit my way. And so she's like, so she took offense to it, saying like, you know, you don't like, they should have pride in their. I said, why is it that these gay people go out here having pride in their sexuality, like that's something to celebrate? I said that a man laying with another man why does that deserve a parade?
But these people are perverse. He mingled a
That's
perverse
it.
spirit. You
That's
know
it.
what I'm saying? And you gotta watch your algorithm.
Like I
and what
like
you
women.
see.
Where's
Yeah.
my parade?
Right.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
Right. You supposed to say this.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be your answer when you deal.
Yeah.
If you say you're not with it, you permit what you promote. You're not supposed to tell her, well, look, long as they don't come out. No, we don't deal with it
Yeah.
at all.
That's
We
it.
shun all appearance of evil.
Yeah,
You know what
that's
I would
it.
have said? I would have said, look, what you permit, you promote it. If you don't shut it down, that means you could be potentially
That's it.
with it. So the Lord like, nah, you gotta get all the way from evil. You gotta
That's it.
abstain all appearance. So look, from here, like, man, look, I don't really, to be mindful, to have a mind of the Lord, you don't even entertain questions like that. It don't even avoid it. You're talking to a woman who is deprived of wisdom and departed from knowledge. She don't understand anything. And you're talking to a heathen, an Edomite, whose vine is of Sodom. They're regularly like this. So if you say you're against it, you're gonna really make her enemy. That's all you're gonna do. Now, if she with you on a date, and just say you do get the cheeks. When you get the cheeks, she might wait till you go to sleep and put the knife in.
That's it.
You gotta be thinking, man, them steps ahead.
That's it.
So overall, you gotta know how to control you. You don't gotta always, especially the women, you don't gotta portray knowledge and wisdom to them. They don't understand.
They don't understand that.
They don't understand. They don't know. So you be like, man, look,
I
you
should
know,
have
people,
answered that.
The
you
weaker
should have
vessel.
just been like, man, you know, people doing whatever they doing, but look, we gonna go to the show.
Yeah.
You change the change.
Yeah.
Sometimes the answer is to change the
That's
whole
it.
question.
I don't
That's
really
the
get
answer.
into that. And
Yeah.
move on.
You just be like, I don't really get into it. There's a lot going on with that.
Yeah.
And then it's like she can't really come back with nothing. Be like, but look, you know, let's go get this move and get the steak over there and just try to move around. You know, that's it.
That's it.
You know, it's according to the temperature, everything. But go ahead, brother.
Thank you.
We all got a precept.
You say you had
I had something earlier on that was pertaining to what you were saying just
Let
now.
him, you read it out, let me break it down.
Okay, gotcha. This is Proverbs 4:14. It says, "Enter not into the path of the wicked, and go not in the way of the evil men."
Read it again. Read it again.
Proverbs 4:14. It says, "Enter not into the path of the wicked, and go not in the way of evil men."
Right, like I say, hey, don't go to the path of wicked men. I mean, hey, all the wickedness of the world, stay away from that. You know, don't go into the path of it, or else hey, you be destroyed.
Right. Avoid it, pass not by it, turn from it, and pass away.
Yeah, that's how, hey, that's what great people do. Become Israelites again, man. Because they stand for all wickedness of the world. You know, that's what we destroy. You know what I'm saying?
I got something for you. It's the book of Psalms, chapter 34 and verse 18. It reads, "The Lord is nigh unto them that are of a broken heart, and saveth such as be of a contrite spirit."
Right, hey, on way to be face to face with the Lord, you gotta be broken and contrite spirit. That's the only way the Lord gonna deal with you. You know? Cause they got more
That's it. That's it.
Y'all got something, you got something?
Y'all brought the Sirach 10 already, right?
Yes.
Yeah, come on,
Right
got
there.
some?
Yeah, I got Maccabees for him.
Oh yeah.
This is Second Maccabees chapter 1 verse 2.
Yeah, basically, they bring out the scripture. Hey, go back to the topic we was talking about. Hey, and that hey, we can't forget that the Lord is allowing us to do this work. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
This is Second Maccabees chapter 1 verse 2. It says, "God be gracious unto you, and remember his covenant that he made with Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, his faithful servants, and give you all in heart to serve him and to do his will with the good courage and a willing mind."
That's right. So basically, the Lord's showing us grace by giving us the mindset to serve Him. That's what we're doing right now, and to do His will. That's what we're doing right now. He preaching His word. You know what I'm saying? They also say He give us the mind and a mindset to serve Him that we're doing with confidence. Well, they say good courage, right?
God,
Say good courage.
with the good courage and a willing mind.
Yeah, you see like how confidence, how brothers are when they preach the word. You know what I'm saying? They also when they speak on certain topics. You know, it's all the Lord. They give them that spirit to do that.
Right. And what the brother is adding here, to say things with faith, all right? When you go into that word confidence, kindness with, fidelity means faith.
That's
right?
it.
All right, so you're saying things with assurance, right? Believability. Give me Romans 10 and 10, brother. And I'm gonna let you get it. Romans 10 and 10. All right? And this is why we stand. That's how the righteous man stand in both. Because really, when we read the Bible, you got to remember these are the words of the Lord. Whatever they say is right. It don't matter how controversial it is to us. We like, look, bro, this right to me. Now, however you feel, cool. All right, go ahead.
So all you keep boasting ourselves that we brought a certain precept out. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
We can't.
Yeah,
But we gotta have confidence.
That's it.
Right? Because most people conflict Salaki, bro. Conflict confidence with arrogance.
Okay.
So you still gotta know the levels, because the Lord don't want you to be arrogant either. But go ahead,
This is the book of Romans, chapter 10, verse 10. It says, "For with the heart man believeth unto righteousness."
With the heart.
That's it.
Right? Through his faith, we believe unto righteousness. Go ahead.
And with the mouth confession is made unto salvation.
So we speaking with faith to confessing to our salvation, man.
That's
so
it.
with our heart, we believing in righteousness, man.
That's it.
It says, get away, Paul say, we believe and therefore we speak.
That's it.
This is why man bold, like, man, look,
Right.
bro, we believe. Well, that's just words in the book.
In the
All right,
Bible.
it's just words in the book to you.
That's right. Got power
Right?
behind it.
It's personal to us.
That's it. It's personal.
Right? But it's business, you know?
Yeah.
Go ahead, y'all got it? We believe therefore we speak. That's isn't
I got a scripture right quick.
go ahead, you got it.
It's Ephesians 2 verse 8. For by grace are ye saved through faith.
Yep.
And that not of yourselves, but as the gift of the Most High.
That's it, yeah.
Even the faith that we do have, how much we believe, and the Lord gave us that.
You got it?
Yeah, 2 Corinthians.
That's it. Yeah.
This is 2 Corinthians chapter 4 and 13. It says, we have the same spirit of faith according as it is written.
The spirit of faith of our forefathers. They was the same way, man. There's accounts in there where they stood on business with what they said. Like, look, this is, you know, Maccabees, Abraham, is different of our forefathers. You go on and on.
That's
Just going
right.
through the Bible. Go ahead.
2 Corinthians 4:13. We have in the same spirit of faith according as it is written. I believe, and therefore have I spoken. We also believe, and therefore we speak.
Yeah, we believe, therefore we speak. You know what I'm saying? That's why we speak on these things, man. With
The
boldness
just shall
and
live by
confidence.
faith.
Yeah, with boldness and confidence, because hey, we believe, we fully believe in this thing. You know what I'm saying? Hey, all the way he allows us to believe to the end. That's what I'm talking about.
Hey, faith. I saw a brother name this video, faith speaks for itself.
That's it.
And it does.
Yeah.
It actually speaks for itself, man. Because when we speak of the faith we have, it's the faith that's in us. We're talking about the faith, all right, of the Lord, or what the Lord has stored in us. Go ahead. You got it, bro. Go ahead.
This is the book of Hebrews, chapter 4, verse 16. It says, let us therefore come boldly unto the throne of grace, that we may obtain mercy and find grace to help in time of need.
So yeah, it said we supposed to come this thing boldly. You know, we're supposed to be confident we become this truth, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Try to add, even with your prayers, you know, you're supposed to really pray like you believe. When you speak, you're supposed to speak like you believe, man. You know, not wavering, not hesitating, being faithless with it.
Right.
You gotta be bold with the things you say.
No doubt.
Like the brother said, you gotta trust in the spirit.
Yeah.
I want to say we gotta bold. Hey, we gotta be confident. We are able to continue to the end. You know what I'm saying? Not be prideful and arrogant. As the brother was talking about, hey, humbly be confident.
Right.
That we able to remain this thing.
Yeah, and it's a humble way to be bold
Yeah,
or
humble way,
confident,
yeah, humble
you know, and not being prideful or proud, you know.
Yeah. That's why we say everything we say, everything we want to do, we give credit to Lord. They say Lord will.
Yeah, Lord will, yeah. I don't want to rock this up. I got a word for you, right quick. It's that word bold in online etymology. It says stout-hearted, brave, confident, or strong. And just like the brother was going into, you go into that word confident, just mean with faith. So if you're being bold, that means you're just confident in your faith, you know, which is, it's kind of like I'm saying the same thing, but it's not the same thing, you know. It's like you got a lot of faith, if you get what I'm saying. You know, it said, that's pretty much it. Pretty much it.
This is the book of 2 Corinthians, chapter 3, verse 5. It says, not that we are sufficient of ourselves to think anything as, this is 2 Corinthians 3 and 5. Not that we are sufficient of ourselves to think anything as of ourselves, but our sufficiency is of the Most High.
Yeah, basically we going to the word sufficient. It means enough or accepted. You know, so basically it's plain and say, hey, we are not accepted. Hey, we can't make ourselves accepted by the Lord. You know, by the works we do. You know what I'm saying? They say all. So basically, we're not supposed to think ourselves we are accepted, or just because hey, we see spiritual knowledge like 1.4, or hey, we think we give charity to a brother, or things like that. You know what I'm saying? We're not supposed to. Anything is not enough for the Lord. You know what I'm saying? But hey, anything hey, we're not finished. Hey, the Lord said we finished. Basically, you know what I'm saying?
Keep going.
I know. You got something? You got something? Right, yeah, 1 Corinthians 1 verse 29.
I'm in 1 Corinthians.
Yeah, 1 Corinthians 1, start at 29.
This is 1 Corinthians chapter 1, verse 29, that no flesh should glory in his presence.
That's funny. It's yeah, you have glory in our things. Think we deserve a recognition. You know what I'm saying? Or reward. That's what we're doing. According to the truth, man.
Back here. Keep going. Nah, but yeah, I got one back here. All right. This is 1 Corinthians 1 and 30. But of him are ye in Hamashiach Yahushai, who of the Most High is made unto us wisdom and righteousness and sanctification and redemption.
Yeah, that's why we're not supposed to glory in ourselves in the presence. It's in verse verse 29. It is all of the Lord that we are allowed to do this. You know what I'm saying?
Point blank period.
Yeah.
And we,
You know, yeah. It also say it's a in Yahweh Shai. You know, hey, Yahweh Shai, like Yahweh Shai shed that blood for us. Hey, we are able to we have one wild power again. You know what I'm saying? We're able to repent. You know what I'm saying? We have the wisdom to able to forsake this wicked of this ways of this world. You know what I'm saying? Also, hey, rehearse the righteous acts. You know, according to the law, statutes, and commandments, man. All right.
got one back. Got another one. This was
Yeah,
the back of
yeah,
that point you made. This is John 15, verse 16. Ye have not chosen me, but I have chosen you.
Yeah. That's right. Basically, it's plain right there. The Lord ain't called us to do this work. And we and ourselves back then, we would be prophets. You know what I'm saying? All we chose to do. You know? There was no point, there was none in our lifeline or our goals and the rules in the world. Hey, but the Lord turned our minds around. You know what I'm saying? Put us back to remembrance where he do the work, we do righteousness. You know, that's what we're supposed to do. You know what I'm saying?
And just as easily as you were given the truth and can prophesy, just as easily as it can be
away,
taken
take
away.
yeah.
Hey, one day you a prophet, the next day you a damn feather duster. You bugged out here, and we've seen it plenty of times. Henceforth, ye have not chosen me, but I have chosen you and ordained you that ye should go out and bring forth fruit, and that your fruit should remain, that whatsoever ye shall ask the Father in my name, he may give it you. First,
Yeah. So yeah, that's the main point, man. So hey, we're supposed to pray and hope, you know, and be humble enough to where we able to remain. You know, that our fruit will remain, which the work we put in. You know what I'm saying? I'll finish that first one.
kind of. Verse 31. That according as it is written, he that glorieth, let him glory in the Lord.
Yeah, so you want glory, so you go in the Lord. Give credit to the Lord. At the end of the day, man, all the work you doing, hey, y'all gotta get credit to the Lord. So it's okay. You're allowed to do what you do.
The fact that you're alive, breathing today.
Just backing up what the brother brought out, the first John, the Lord calling us into this truth, you know, but it's a certain expectation that's required in this truth, you know, especially when you get into the business of the Lord. All right, this is the book of 2 Peter, chapter 1, verse 10. It says, "Wherefore the rather, brethren, give diligence to make your calling and election sure, for if you do these things, you shall never fall." So while the Lord has called you out of the world, called you into this truth, it's a diligence, it's an expectation that you have to meet. It's requirements that the Lord requires you to meet, man. You know, that's what the word diligent actually go to. You know, to make your calling and election sure. Because if you do these things, all right, if you don't fall off from doing, you know, what the Lord has blessed you with, you're not gonna fall. All right, you're not gonna fail.
If I can link up.
Main point, yeah, it's just keep that diligence when you come in this thing all the way to the end. And not like, a certain period of time, then you stop thinking, you gotta start with charity. You know what I'm saying? Or you think, you did enough for the Lord. No, it's never enough. You gotta continue to do this, be for sure obtain salvation.
Just the back of the precepts y'all was talking about. And think about it like a job. Hey, your boss chooses to give you the job. You go on the job, you got to do work to keep the job. But if you just think, I'm gonna get a raise if I just sit on my ass and do nothing, hey, you ain't gonna be at that job long. You're fired very quickly.
Yeah. Even example like the apostles. Right. They've been in this thing like almost 40 years, and they still have that diligence to do the work. You know, so yeah, how much more us? Like, yeah, we make those schools.
The work don't stop until we get to the chariots, man.
That's
You
it.
know, till the Lord actually sends the famine of the word. You know,
Shut us
all
down.
hell break loose and judgment is full blown in the streets.
That's it.
If I could add to you, like I said, and that's the beautiful and scary part about it, man. Like again, none of us know, man. None of us know if we're actually that chosen, but we're going to continue to work. So having that fire lit under our ass to keep on pushing and keep on going, man. That's why we gotta keep on doing this, you know.
Yeah, hey, don't stop till the missile drop. Yeah, we at the top. You know what I'm saying?
I got a quick precept. Back up what you said about that. This is the book of Revelations, chapter 3, verse 15. It says, "I know thy works, that thou art neither cold or hot. Thou would thou were cold or hot. So then, because thou art lukewarm, and neither cold nor hot, I will spew thee out of thy mouth.
Yeah, yeah, I got you. So yeah, basically, a law knows like what type of work you're doing, right? You on fire, or right? You middle of the fence, or you cold, or you're not doing that.
That's
all.
right.
But yeah, at the end of the day, the law don't want you to be lukewarm. Yeah.
Shaking in faith.
Fervent in spirit.
Yeah, fervent spirit, yeah, Romans, I think, no, not Romans. It's like Hebrews, yes, one of them. But yeah, basically, yeah, because the law wants you to be fervent.
That's it.
Yeah, you gotta choose a side, man. You can't be on the fence. You hear it 1 week, and 2 of the weeks you're not here, then you gotta be on fire, for the Lord. You gotta be
right.
basically to the point where, you can definitely see there's certain things in a man that you can tell like, oh, they got other things, because sometimes brothers have other things going on. Don't get it, it's not that serious. So you got brothers that have things going on, but when you talk to him, when you deal with him, you can it's without a shadow of a doubt. Aside of what's going on, you can tell that the man is fervent in spirit for the Lord. He's not
Waving.
outside,
That's right. Ain't waving.
Yeah, ain't wavering, man. We know we've been around guys in the past, guys that we didn't ran past. It's like 1 minute they be fervent in spirit, and the next minute something happened, like the scripture talks about those seeds that was on stony grounds.
On the ground.
All right, those are compared to men. You got some men that come planted, and certain things happen, they wash away.
Yeah.
So you might have to get into it, but certain things happen to where the man just poof, they hit him.
All that. Right.
Certain things happen in the truth. Something didn't go his way. Men didn't agree on certain matters, and what happened? They get offended and they go.
Tender heart.
And then you got that one that's from the beginning when he first came and heard about this thing. All he was about was learning and rooting himself. Because the more you root yourself and get deep in the ground, when things come, the thing's gonna come.
Mm-hmm.
You might go 2-3 years in the truth with nothing happening.
That's right.
You just skating, and then something happens.
All of a
Right?
sudden.
Because, like the church, when you go to the church tell you what? The church tell you, oh, prosperity, you're gonna come in, you're gonna get money, you're gonna do this. It's the opposite when you're dealing with the God of the Bible. They're dealing with Caesar Borgia.
Yes,
Right? They're dealing with that Kundalini spirit
That's it.
over there in the churches. Lies, bullshit, and prosperity. When you get into on this side with the Lord and start dealing with it, the Lord start breaking things your way.
That's it.
Right? Things start happening. Right? So you gotta get rooted deep. All right? Because if you ain't rooted deep in these scriptures, guess what happens? A pastor can come and cut you up and get you back in the church with him.
That's right.
If you ain't rooted, you gotta get deep into these scriptures, man. Deep into the understanding, to the ways of the Most High, where you're starting to live it. When the cameras are off and brothers ain't around,
That's it.
You're not gonna be subject to get tempted to eat a bologna sandwich. You know what I'm saying?
Well, when you eat a little pork or pig
Yeah,
feet
So
today.
it's really, I'm gonna tell you this. It's more about what's going on off the camera than on the camera.
That's right.
You're not getting peer pressure to bring your homeboys to smoke the weed.
That's it.
Or to
It's
do
gonna be
the
all right.
pills or whatever the fuck.
Oh, I'm just gonna do it this one time.
Yeah.
Hey, it's gonna be all right.
Yeah, nigga, slap my mama. Let's go around the corner,
Yeah, let's go do this here.
But it's to the point where you're rooted deep to where when things come your way,
That's right.
because they will come. You're not just easily moved.
That's right. You don't want to get choked out.
Yeah. So you gotta get rooted, man.
You gotta be rooted.
Then I'm gonna say this: you gotta pace yourself too when you in that process of rooting yourself, because you got certain cats in the past time I seen, they get rooted. Then on the process of getting rooted, they starting to get into different books. Oh, you heard about the keeping it? You heard about this, the Jasper?
Yeah.
Better leave that shit alone, man. That shit'll bug you out.
This dude came on my comic book and said I had the Book of Jasper. What I did, I just looked over. I kept pushing.
Yeah,
Oh, look at this Book of Jasper. That's right, you know.
Yeah, what I say, the scripture says about being minded of making many books.
Yeah.
If there's no end. You gotta get rooted before you get into those books.
Yeah.
Because those books will actually persuade you and bug you out.
Yeah,
You gotta learn to take the meat from the bones, meaning take the good things in this. You might read a book that matches up with the scriptures. Everything is supposed to be fitted to the scriptures. So when you read a book, do this. Is this book lining up with what I've been taught from this point?
That's right.
If it goes out okay, it got bones in it. All right, meaning things don't match up. It's just an opinion from an Edomite, an opinion from the author.
You got to pick out the bone.
Yeah. So you gotta learn as a young man coming up in the truth. You gotta learn to pace yourself. You gotta learn to identify those things. If not, those things can take you.
That's right.
All right. You about to say
Yeah, I
something?
want to say, yeah, basically, like, everybody be rooted and grounded in the scriptures.
That's legit.
It is first. That's the first book.
Because they say we read another book, and they like you might read something that's like, then might come up on you like, hey, this seems true. This seems it feels good. Then all of a sudden you just teaching. That's all you teaching now. That's all you believe in.
A lot of people bugged out on that book of Enoch. And that book of Enoch done bugged a lot of people out.
Yeah, man. Book of Jasper. I just
Yeah.
plenty, and Jake believe that shit.
Yeah.
Next thing you know, you can read the Book of Mormon, you unfollow
Right.
GMS,
Yeah.
you start following Big Judah and shit like that.
Yeah, but like I said, over time with myself, I was able to, like, I be into different weird shit, you know. That's why a lot of time when these bug outs come up here, I can already know where they're going and identify that I didn't ready
Yeah.
for it. I didn't been into the, just to learn about, because early on I heard that the apostles talk about apparitions and demons and different like that. So in time past, when I was rooted and actually understood what was going on, I was able to go into the book of demonology and shit.
Yeah.
I know about different demons and shit like that, but who gives a fuck? You know, at the end of the day, what you need to do is see, does this have anything to do with my salvation? Point period. If it don't have nothing significant to do with your
Shut it
salvation, just toss it, man. These should be the main two books that you should be dealing with and getting rooted in, man. First and foremost. And I'm talking about putting in work for, if we here long enough, for a couple of years, man.
That's it.
All right, it takes time. It takes time to actually wash away what Auntie Joyce, your mama, grandmother,
That's right.
Uncle Jesse and them been taught
Pass
you,
the
man.
pork chop.
Pass the pork chop.
Yeah.
It takes time to get those
Get all
things
it.
away.
Get it out of you.
All right?
White man Jesus.
Right.
They love it.
So that's what you need. You need to deal with the basics first, man. Then you need to deal with what you can actually understand. First and foremost, understanding Deuteronomy, the 28th chapter. That book of Deuteronomy 28 is solely talking about us. You need to read it, digest it, read it again, digest it. All right. Then as a man that's coming unto the knowledge of the Most High, I always suggest that you go into the book of Sirach. Read the whole book of Sirach. Because it tells you about, first and foremost, it tutors you on how to be a man, tutors you on how to deal with women, tutors you on how to deal with the people of the society. All right? With wisdom.
Wisdom.
All right?
Psalms and Proverbs too.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That was the chain.
Yeah. Then you got to dive deep into those stories. Right? What happened in Genesis? What happened in Exodus? What happened in the first 5 books? What happened in Joshua?
Yeah.
On and on and on.
Visualize what you read. You know what I'm saying? Be a good storyteller. You know what I
Yes,
mean?
yeah, that's a
Breaking
good
it down.
point.
Yeah.
When you read those stories,
Visualize.
you read about those wars that we had. When you read
Yeah.
about King David, you should be able to visualize it like a
Movie.
like
Yeah.
a movie, a soft cartoon of them
Yeah.
doing those very actions they were doing, man.
That's it.
You know, the things that Ehud did, and on and on and on. You know.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Got the precept and things aforetime was for our learning.
Right.
That's
You
it.
know, ultimately, like I said, we look back at those stories and so on and so forth to see, like, you know, checking the Lord track sheet, basically. You know, all the good things that He done for the people that's doing His work. You know, it's a track list behind it. That's what, you know, I'm for.
Says in Job 2, seek out the old past, the ways
That's
of
it.
our fathers.
Hey, because the things that we go through, ultimately, when you start to learn about catching hell, the things that we go through in this truth, or the pain that we go through in this truth, they are actually things to galvanize our minds, man, and our bodies to what's to come.
That's it.
Right? So ultimately, we know all hell's gonna break loose. You got to be mentally strong and somewhat physically strong too, man, to endure. Right? The things that we're going into, this ain't no the different signs that we have. This
Yeah.
ain't no fairy tale. This ain't nothing to just make believe. All right? If you a man that's really seeking after the Lord, really want to seek answers, all right, because that's what a true man does. A real man always want seeking truth, man. It's everything. All right?
Yeah, watch it. Before they put it on this.
Yeah, go ahead.
Book of Sirach, chapter 38, verse 24. It says, the wisdom of a learned man cometh by the opportunity of reason, and he that has little business shall become wise.
Yeah,
You know, like the other was going into, you know, first and foremost, you know, these two books, you know, this is what you study. You know, you read the stories, all right, going over breakdowns in your spare time, you know, not making much of your spare time full of folly, you know, if you really want to grow in this thing. All right, when you go into leisure time, let's talk about your free time, man, you know. And so if you want to become a learned man, all right, have wisdom blood with you, you know, this got to be first and foremost. You know, whether it's 30 minutes, an hour, you know, an hour and a half, 2 hours, you know. And also, it's a balance with things too.
That's right.
You know, like God was going into, you know what I'm saying, overstudying. You can overstudy the Bible, man.
Yeah.
You know, you can just crowd and cram and do too much. You know, and you
Bug yourself out.
Falling
bug
asleep,
yourself out like that.
fall out on the floor and everything, trying to study, yeah.
Yeah, the guy back then, I knew he was the original. He was like the head of Chicago back then. Named Batak. The guy was I'm talking about, back then he was a surgeon in the scriptures, man.
Yeah.
I'm talking about a straight surgeon. Different words, everything. But what he do, he used to study all goddamn day, never giving himself a break.
Yeah, burn out.
Right? He burnt himself out.
Yeah.
So where and what he went off about was a simple book. The book of Revelation, the 9th chapter. We know what that's about.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
But that's why demons are playing. You need
Sure
time.
is.
Hey man, you study some more, and then you give yourself some free time. Go hang with the boys, you know, your partners. You might.
It's levels to it.
Yeah, you might take it one of the moves. You might do something.
It's gotta
then you
balance
go
it out.
back. You resume back to do what you was doing. You pace yourself.
What was that cartoon about that about the turtle and the rabbit? You know, and that rabbit kept boasting.
Yeah.
He was running, the turtle running with race. That's kind of like what you were saying.
Yeah.
You know, it ain't the swift that win the race.
Paul with that.
Yeah.
Paul went into it, man.
Yeah,
Race is not given to the swift, man.
You put out a million lessons.
Yeah.
You know, you might come up short at the end.
Yeah, we know somebody personally like
Yeah,
that.
yeah, you know what I'm
Right.
saying? But
know.
popping them out left and right.
Yeah,
And next thing you know, he in the new cover.
yeah. Go ahead.
This is Ecclesiastes 12:12. And further, Ecclesiastes 12:12. And further, by these, my son, be admonished of making many books. There is no end. And much study is weariness of the flesh.
Yeah.
Jay.
Much study in the wordings of the flesh. So you gotta get to the point where you pace yourself. All right. Back then, the apostles, they didn't have some of the tools that we have, so we can make our studying much faster pace.
Yeah, more convenient.
Right, by having Google and the search engine. They had to go to actual libraries and get books that's this big.
Yep.
Go through page per page, blow for blow.
Yeah.
All right, now we have that tool to actually make it faster.
I remember them
You know,
days.
You know, like in our time, we were down there study till the damn paid programs come on. Man.
Yeah.
And you look at the window, you see the sun starting to come on.
Yeah.
You know, but those were the things that was paving the way for now, man. Now, brothers, you have a foundation. You have other brothers that you can go to, ask questions.
Yeah.
Like I say, a lot of times, how the apostles taught us too. You go and look for the information first, and if you can't find the information, because we all got $1,000 phones, $800 phones, you got the keys in your hand right
That's
there.
right. Sure. That's right.
You know, it shouldn't be no wonder about certain things. You can just hit the internet, you know, and then from there you can't find it. Then you go to a particular brother or whatever, man. All right, and you go through the scriptures. Go ahead,
This is the book of Ecclesiastes in the Bible, chapter 9, verse 11. It says, I returned and saw under the sun that the race is not to the swift, nor the battle to the strong, neither yet bread to the wise, nor yet riches to men of understanding, nor yet favor to men of skill, but time and chance happening to them all.
Yeah, time and chance. Right? By time you gotta get, sometimes things take time to work out. Because you stand on that side, you see myself or certain other brothers up here, or apostles, just go through information, go through scriptures. Give me this, give me that, give me this, give me that. And you sitting there like, damn, why I'm not like that? Damn, why I can't be like that?
And you inspire to be that.
You gotta, yeah, that's true. You to the point where you gotta give yourself the opportunity to get that, because you starting off, you gotta learn first and foremost how to study. First of all, we gotta learn how to read the Bible. Most people read the Bible like a what? Ebony novel. Starting from the front all the way to the back. You don't read like that.
Can't read like that.
Scripture tell you gotta read precept upon precept, line
Line
upon
upon
line,
line.
here a little and
Yeah,
there.
that's
To
it.
understand. All right, the church don't know how to even read the Bible. You know.
One
So-
scripture the whole damn day.
So with that being said, you gotta first and foremost slow down, pace yourself. Then from there, you gotta also be open-minded or start over. Because everything that you think you know, and from this time or whatever age you is in the world, you got to come to the realization that I don't know shit.
That's it. Fresh
You know?
start.
Yeah, you gotta start off straight fresh. Then once you get to the point you get in those, like we have different classes and stuff like that. If you get in those classes, you take down them notes, you're gonna get blown away like, damn, I don't know the shit I thought I knew. I don't know nothing.
Yeah.
You know, you start going through different, articles, books, all type of information start coming at you, man. At the end of the day, your one paper, or one particular notebook will just be filled with all type of information, man.
That's it.
But read that again though.
Ecclesiastes chapter 9, verse 11. It says, I return and saw under the sun that the race is not to the swift.
Yeah, even in this truth though, the race ain't given to the swift.
That's
The
right.
guys, I done seen guys start off
A lot of 'em.
fast as hell.
Wide open.
Yeah, off the gate,
Yeah.
doing too goddamn.
Go
much.
hard for the Lord.
Yeah,
Man, you go hard, though. You
by
want
the,
to.
by the time end of the year next year, they like, where's Waldo? You started off too fast, man. Go ahead. This thing is like a marathon. All right.
Yeah.
God.
It says, nor the battle to the strong, neither yet bread to the wise.
Look at me push up. I'll get over that way. Y'all want to get out that sun. That's cool.
Excuse me.
Okay, go ahead and read that.
It's back in Ecclesiastes 9 and 11. It says, nor the battle to the strong, neither yet bread to the wise, nor yet riches to men of understanding, nor yet favor to men of skill, but time and chance happening to them all.
Time and chance. And everything needs time and chance. Even men. You might see a brother start off rough. I didn't see brothers couldn't even find the book of Deuteronomy, man, at one time.
Yeah, that happened.
But over time, all right, dealing with them personally, dealing with them dealing with themselves, studying, trying to get understanding. Now, 3-4 years have gone by, you look at the brother, he done grown, man. You know?
That's right.
Go ahead.
That was it.
This is Proverbs 25 and 16. As thou found honey, eat so much as is sufficient for thee, lest thou be filled therewith and vomited.
Yeah, and that's how. Cause what the honey represent? These scriptures.
That's it.
And it's sweet. Give me please Ezekiel the 3rd. Yeah, Ezekiel 3. Because these scriptures are like honey. It's compared to honey. And what is the actual good thing about honey? It's sweet. It tastes good. Right? That's how it be when you first come into the truth. Everything sounds good. Everything meshes up. You have a zeal. You feel that connection with the Most High, and it feels good. But then it gets to the point where you eating too much. You just going too hard on yourself to where the things that was in you, all right, that you was actually, goggling down. You start to vomit it up because you ain't paced yourself, man.
You're not holding on to it.
Yeah.
You're not really digesting what you understand and what you read.
Yeah. Gotta cleave to it.
Yeah, because it's one thing to eat, but then when you eat, whatever you eat, you gotta get what from it? The nutritional benefits from it, man. Able to hold it. Because the scriptures, the scripture also talks about wisdom being like, it's compared with wisdom like being, I think like a cistern. What a cistern does to water, because water is like the scriptures too. You gotta hold, the cistern is used to hold.
That's right.
Hold it, man. All right? And that's why that other one, there's another scripture in my head about, it's not what goeth in the man that defile him, what goes out of him or what's to follow. Because what goes in you supposed to be righteous doctrine, right? Sound doctrine. Then once you get righteous doctrine, the same thing that's supposed to come out, meaning what you utter and what was living through you, is supposed to match up with the same thing going in you. Now, when you start to digest Islam, start to digest the book of the Kiva Niggas and the book of the Dead Sea Scrolls, it's the same thing that you digesting is to follow you because you coming out. It's coming out to you and you believing in those things, man.
Yeah, because you can't take it back.
Yeah.
Yeah, say like or something. Like if you think about it, you just rebuke that thought. You take that thought away from you. As soon as you said it, you can't turn back from it.
And now I'm gonna say this. Now, as a true person that's trying to master the scriptures, when you about now we go into those different books. I done read it before. The Book of Mormons, the Quran. Now we go through those things to what? Combat the bullshit that's gonna come up on the block. Now I can read those things and this is bullshit. This is bullshit. And just go down the list on, okay. Now here they're talking about the Book of Miriam, so you can combat them on that.
Yep. No, one to back you up. Exactly what you said.
Go ahead.
This is Ecclesiasticus of Sirach 36. I'm gonna start at 18. The belly devoureth all meats.
What's also considered the belly? Your mind.
Mind.
Your mind is
heart,
like a
mind,
belly.
yeah. Right.
All right. Just as this belly holds food and water, this here holds the food and water of knowledge. And you got good knowledge, you got bad knowledge. You got knowledge that can excel you. You got knowledge that can corrupt you, man.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Doc.
Yet is one meat better than another. As the palate tasteth diverse kinds of venison, so doth an heart of understanding false speeches.
Yeah, different types of wisdom.
That's right.
You got false wisdom and you got righteous wisdom. And then palate, you got different diverse. It's like we go right now. We go to Texas Roadhouse.
Yeah.
I might want a steak. You want a steak.
Yeah.
Hey, brother, you get you some rice. I'm gonna give me some macaroni. I'm gonna give me some corn.
Yeah.
And those different things are different doctrines and different books. And
Yeah.
But you gotta learn how to eat righteously.
You're right. I'm telling you, get thrown off the path quick.
And then if you eat, you gotta know what you eat.
This shrimp on that steak.
Because this fish can look like this fish once it's cooked. Yeah. But you gotta know, that's
a bit rare. That's just well done.
Right.
Wait a minute, wait a minute.
Yeah, I got
Go ahead,
a precept. This is Proverbs 5:15. It says, "Drink waters out of thine own cistern, and running waters out of thine own well. Let thy fountains be dispersed abroad in rivers of waters in the streets.
Wow.
Let them be only thine own, and not strangers with thee."
Right. So you gotta those your mind and those things that you retain gotta hold. You gotta be able to hold it.
The bitter and the sweet.
Yeah, the bitter and the sweet, man. All right. You got some more?
I got that.
You're Ezekiel 3. I'm gonna give it back to Mark.
That's the book of Ezekiel chapter 3, verse 1.
You got it?
Moreover, he said unto me, Son of man, eat that thou findest. Eat this roll and go and speak unto the house of Israel.
It's like one more time.
It says, Moreover, he said unto me, Son of man, eat that thou findest. Eat this roll and go speak unto the house of Israel.
This is a representation of the roll, man. All right. He's making a similarity to eating. All right. And when we get in these scriptures, we are eating. All right. Go ahead.
It says, So I opened my mouth, and he caused me to eat that roll. And he said unto me, Son of man, cause thy belly to eat, and fill thy bowels with this roll that I give thee. Then did I eat it, and it was in my mouth as honey for sweetness.
Yeah, it was in my mouth for honey and sweetness. It sounded good. It matched up with my spirit. Everything sounded right. All right. And that's how we be when we come into the flock. All right. Waking up to understanding that the Most High, the one that the world calls God, finding out when we read these scriptures that he's a so-called black man. All right. Then we read also about the one that the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. You find out in the Bible, reading for yourself, damn, Jesus black, or so-called Jesus, that the world calls Jesus, damn, his name is Yahweh Shai. damn, he's a so-called black man.
Tell you.
And he's coming back to kill, coming back.
Yeah.
He's from the tribe of Judah. Then you start to dive into other things, learning about World War III and how America's gonna go out in a blaze. All right.
Totally true.
You start to learn about martial law happening, man. You start to wake up into understanding. Damn, I just thought there was some damn Mexicans. I ain't had no significance in knowing that was dead. Y'all are brothers, man. The Native Americans, those same people that you start to match up like, damn, that's why them Puerto Ricans always stayed around us, man. That's why I had a Dominican partner, we was always close. His spirit matched up with my spirit, but we didn't,
Didn't know.
to find out.
Got to find out.
Go ahead.
It says, let me read it again.
Yeah, read it again.
And he said unto me, Son of man, cause thy belly to eat, and fill thy bowels with this roll that I give thee. Then did I eat it, and it was in my mouth as honey for sweetness. And he said unto me, Son of man, go, get thee unto the house of Israel, and speak with my words unto them. That was it.
Yeah, because then it goes in another scripture, goes on to say, this thing, at one time this thing be like sweet like honey, then becomes bitterness. The bitter part of about it is what? The hell you start to catch in the truth, man. Things start to happen. All right? Things start to happen to you to shake your faith, to see if you really, the Lord starts to do things, to see if you really believe in Him. That happens, like I said, if it ain't happened now, it's going to happen down the line.
You gonna catch hell. I
Right?
tell you
You
that.
going to catch hell.
You gonna catch hell.
You might go months, years without a job.
Yeah.
Right? You might, you and your woman was ace boon coons before the truth. You get into the truth, she becomes a dragon, a mere enemy of you.
Thorn in your side.
Because of this. Allah, I'm going nowhere. Allah. Then you start hearing bullshit.
Yeah.
Your partners, that was once your partners, them niggas gonna make fun of you. You a joke to them.
Oh, he crazy, man.
All right? Yeah, he call you crazy.
Yeah.
He call you a Muslim. They say you a cult. They say all type of shit.
Yeah.
But are you willing to keep going and enduring that for the Lord, man? All right, and that's the other side of that. All right, because the Lord knows, like the scripture tell you, the Lord knows our tribulations, our shortcomings, the things that.
That's it.
All right, we actually, because the scripture tell you too, literally, huh? The scripture literally tell you too, man, how that we yearn. It's a battle going on between our flesh and our spirit. Your spirit wants to do the right thing, but that flesh in you, that flesh is weak, man. All right, that flesh have you doing things that you won't usually do. That's why the scripture said, even our spirits, man, the spirit that we are, our spirits actually praise to the Most High for us too, man. On top of us praying to the Most High ourselves, our spirit know what we need,
That's right.
That's why for anything, man, I ask you brothers, man, you gotta pray to endure. For longevity, man. Well, go ahead.
Faint heart.
Backing up, real quick, backing up the point that he just said. This is our 1 Peter 4:12. It says, "Beloved, think it not strange concerning the fiery trial, which is the trial." Let me read it again. This is our 1 Peter 4:12. "Beloved, think it not strange concerning the fiery trial, which is the trial, as though some strange thing has happened unto you." And like back in front of us, like we going to go through some things, and it's necessary for us to go through these things. It's ultimate that the Lord is trying us, and He's constantly sifting the bunch, trying to get the right men out of it. So think it not strange. Once you fully get in this thing, and the level turns up a bit.
Yeah, basically, was your time, was your season in the suffering, that you're suffering in, like, hey, don't be shocked about it, don't be surprised. Then they as the Lord testing us, see if we fully believe this thing, or we gonna utilize what we learned according to the scriptures.
And just to bring up what you opened up this camp with, hey, judge not your brother, judge not another man's servant, because he could be going through something like, well, I could easily get through that, and then a couple of months, a year down the line, you in the same situation, and that brother, and that brother handled it better. The brother stumbled a little bit, but he handled it better than you, and you just fumbling the ball.
We all got our own battles for a reason, man.
That's right.
even with that, according to 1 Corinthians 10:13, Lord give us battles that we able to face, that we able to handle, able to battle, that we able to overcome.
Give you anything you can handle.
It said always make way to escape. So even when you're going through those trials, those tribulations, you know, like the scripture the brother just quoted, there's always light at the end of that tunnel.
You got it, yeah.
Okay,
Go down.
This is again 1 Peter 4:13. It says, "But rejoice, inasmuch as ye are partakers of Yahushua Mashiach's suffering, that when his glory shall be revealed, ye may be glad also with exceeding joy." But like I said, ultimately, like I said, man, this is the tribulation, trials and tribulations that we're going through, man. We're supposed to take pride in that, man. Appreciate it, you know. You know, we what's it? The Lord did it as He did it with sons.
Yeah,
Kind, that could come up. Yeah, like man, take pride in that, man. That the Lord is dealing with us and He putting us through these trials and tribulations, you know, ultimately to get that crown. I brought this up.
Hey, how Shut went through it. You know what I'm saying? Now where you at right now? He sent heirs with Yahweh.
Yep.
You know, they soon to be rulers of the kingdom to come. And then we able to get through these suffering that the Lord put us through. Joint heirs with Yahweh.
Just start at the top.
Yeah.
This is name the whole chapter. This is Hebrews chapter 12, verse 1.
Wherefore, seeing we also are compassed about with so great a cloud of witnesses, let us lay aside every weight and the sin which doth so easily beset us, and let us run with patience the race that is set before us.
Yeah, basically, as I said in the scripture, as you said, we are being watched, you know, by through YouTube, you know, everybody that will be elect, even our family members, you know, we all watching.
Ultimately, Yahweh by
That's
the first
man,
and
the
only one that matters.
That's it.
You know, they say about us, knowing that, because they inside everything that's gonna distract us, or it's gonna get us out the path that we're supposed to be on to the kingdom.
It said the sin which doth easily beset us.
Easily,
easy.
You can easily be beset, but you're not the Holy Spirit not with you. You know what I'm saying?
Looking unto Yahushua, the author and finisher of our faith, who, for the joy that was set before him, endured the cross, despising the shame, and is set down at the right hand of the throne of the Most High.
That's right. Look for Yahushua. Yahushua is that main example that we need to follow. You know what I'm saying? Because Yahushua, we was walking on earth, he had to deal with, you know, despise, shame, and all that. But look where he at now. You know what I'm saying? Sitting the right hand of the Father. So
He was also acquainted with grief too.
yeah, acquainted with grief. Yeah, exactly.
That's it.
Because he had to go through things that's worse than all of us, man. They all have to go through. You know? So if he can get through it, we can get through it. Law will. You know what I'm saying?
That's right. Every man got to bear his own cross.
Verse 3, for consider him that endured such contradiction of sinners against himself, lest ye be weary and faint in your minds.
Yeah. So lest you don't overcome, be a failure. You know what I'm saying? You could be a weak man in this society. Lord, they don't want us to be. He wants to be strong and confident, man. You're able to remain in the truth. You know, strong. You know what I'm saying?
Verse 4, ye have not yet resisted unto blood, striving against sin. Like I say, what we go through now, it doesn't even compare to what Yahushua went through. Like that hardcore persecution, you know, them hours of pain leading up to the crucifixion and then on the cross. And we haven't even gotten there. So what we're going through right now is you know, like pennies and change compared to what Yahushua went through. So we can endure it. Ultimately we need the Spirit to endure it, but you got to look at it like that. Look at what Yahushua went through for us to have this chance at redemption. So what is it to me? So what is it for me to go through my life and how much of a disgrace is that to Yahushua to be taken by something so small compared to the great sacrifice that he made?
Yeah. That's why y'all going through the lesson yesterday. As long as we keep the kingdom in our minds, and motivation, and we're able to get through this thing.
That's it.
It says for the joy set before him, he endured the cross.
You You brought that scripture.
Kind
Yeah,
of. Verse 5. And ye have forgotten the exhortation which speaketh unto you as unto children. My son, despise not thou the chastening of the Lord, nor faint when thou art rebuked of him.
Yeah, so basically, if the Lord chasten you, you put it through a suffering, hey, don't despise it. You know what I'm saying? Don't take it for granted. Although, hey, don't be faint hearted when you do go through something. You know, so you allow it to bring you down. You know what I'm saying? So keep going.
For whom the Lord loveth, he chasteneth, and scourgeth every son whom he receiveth.
Yeah, so hey, be appreciative when the Lord put you through something. So that means the Lord's really dealing with you. He wants you to get right. He wants you to repent. You know?
It's like when you play a video game. If you're roaming around and you're not coming into the mission or any enemies, you're playing the game wrong. You got to go through the adversity and fight enemies to beat the mission if you want to win the game and get to the end. Verse 7, if ye endure chastening, the Most High dealeth with you as with sons. For what son is he whom the Father chasteneth not?
Yeah, today the Lord deals with the son, they just like the physical father. You know what I'm saying? Hey, if your son doing something wrong, hey, you go get on, right? Hey,
That's
same
right.
thing the Lord do with us. Hey, we doing something wrong, continue, hey, Lord, go, hey, and hey, put you in the low.
That's right.
You know?
Yeah, the elder always bring this out, man. Like I said, if life going too good right now, man, you should be worried. Check yourself and be worried about it, man. Like this, we living in a time right now that you kind of supposed to be expecting some type of hell that you're supposed to be going through. So if you think you about to hit a deal, you about to get a contract and so on and so forth, and life is lavish, hey, watch out, something around the corner.
You ain't in the truth.
Yeah, basically, we in captivity.
That's right. This is ain't I read. This ain't I read, man. He comes from here.
But if ye be without chastisement, what you just saying, wherefore all are partakers, then are ye bastards and not sons.
That's right.
Not dealing with your age. Lord not with them.
Fatherless.
You just separate to be destroyed by those nukes or those evil times that's about to approach.
That's right.
You know, you grew up in a spiritual
eat 'em
single parent household.
This is the book of Romans chapter 9 verse 35. It says, who shall separate us from the love of Hamashiach? Question mark. Shall tribulation or distress or persecution or famine or nakedness or peril or sword? Question mark.
Yeah, also that's a question mark. It said, what should stop us from attaining salvation? Obtaining the kingdom of heaven. And as Apostle Paul, he named all those things, man. Rather be nakedness, what else?
Famine, persecution, peril, distress, sword. You know, meaning none of these things not supposed to knock you off your pivot within this truth. You know?
Yeah, not supposed to stop you. You know what I'm saying?
It's verse 36. It says, as it is written, for thy sake we are killed all the day long. We are accounted as sheep for the slaughter. Nay, in all these things we are more than conquerors through him that loved us.
Yeah, that's why I said that's just stop. They love me as conquerors.
That's it.
Become anything. That's what of course.
Say more than conquerors.
More than conquerors. We more than that, yeah.
That's it.
Verse 38, it says, for I am persuaded that neither death, nor life, nor angels, nor principalities, nor powers, nor things present, nor things to come, nor height, nor depth, nor any other creature shall be able to separate us from the love of our power, which is in Yahushua HaMashiach, our Lord.
Yeah, that's right. That's talking my supposed to add that. So anything, hey, nothing is going to stop us from being fully persuaded in this truth. Yeah. Or, hey, nothing going to stop us to obtain that salvation. You know what I'm saying? But, hey, what else is out there for us? Not there.
You literally can't go back because the society's not going to get better. Nothing. What this whole system is not going back to. The only thing it's going to is the perdition and destruction. So what are you going back to? That's like you getting out of a burning house. He's like, you know what? I still like the way the house looks on fire, so I'm gonna just go sit on the couch and see if I can still turn the TV on.
Hey, Colonel Burn Ladder.
It's over. It's over.
This is 2 Timothy 2 and 3. Thou therefore endure hardness as a good soldier of Mashiach Yahushai.
That's a requirement as a soldier of Yahushua. You want to say endure hardness. And then you want to say where hardness means the path of difficulty. You know, so just showing that, hey, that Elder had brought it earlier, hey, when we come to the truth, it's going to be difficulties. You know what I'm saying? And you want to remain in it. You know, remain. That's one of those difficulties. You know?
It's verse 4. No man that warreth entangleth himself with the affairs of this life, that he may please him who had chosen him to be a soldier. And if a man also strive for masteries.
Oh, yeah. Read that verse again.
Read the full verse. No man that warreth entangleth himself with the affairs of this life, that he may please him who had chosen him to be a soldier.
That's that main mission that we on. As soldiers of Yahushua, they not being tangled, you know, feathers, not being caught up in the ways of this wicked world. You know, this world will be destroyed. You know, they try to make sure we hurt the righteous acts. You know what I'm saying? Well, we don't be a partakers of that destruction. You know.
And it's verse 5. And if a man also strive for masteries, yet is he not crowned, except he strive lawfully.
Yeah, everybody's trying for mastery. Everybody's trying to seek higher goals in this side. You know what I'm saying? But only we go receive that higher goal, which is the kingdom, salvation, if you strive lawfully. Strive the way we, according to the scriptures. That's the only way.
You said.
This is out of the book of 2 Ezra, chapter 7, and verse 57. It reads, Then answered he me and said, This is the condition of the battle, which man that is born upon the earth shall fight. And it's the point.
I was gonna say, this is the condition of the battle. You know, we're in the battle, we're in a war. You know what I'm saying? And so, hey, we must fight. You know?
That's right, verse 58. It reads that if he be overcome, he shall suffer as thou hast said.
Yeah, basically overcome, basically he's been, he fall. You know what I'm saying? If he fall by his battle, he lose. He gonna suffer. Hey, the man that was greater, the evil times. You know, hey, the last one was the broken of destruction. You know, go ahead.
But if he get the victory, he shall receive the things that I say.
Yeah, if you get the victory over these battles that the Lord has set up for us, and then you go receive the things that He said, which be the first partakers of the kingdom of heaven.
That's it.
You know, and you will receive the benefits of it. You know, go ahead.
If I can say, when you jump back in that same chapter, like to verse 13 and a couple verses down, it tell you that the kingdom of heaven is you have to labor for that, right?
That's
how,
it.
How can you receive the reward if you haven't labored for it, right? And that's what the brother. You want to say something?
Yeah. Now we slide. Oh,
that's the spirit.
now me and the brother, this is the spirit y'all on that because me and the brother just went into this over there, man. That with the oxen, pretty much the attribute of the oxen, working, right? And yet oxen do a lot of dirty work, but it's for a clean cause, man. And that's like us. We righteous oxen, cause we gotta keep constantly working. We gotta keep our head down and continuously work, all right, to get the kingdom of heaven. And why I say what? Hate not laborers work. So as we working, labor is uncomfortable. It's ugly. All right, it ain't the cleanest thing in the world, but the kingdom of heaven is clean and righteous.
That's right.
So that's why we got to keep continuously working, doing the dirty work, so we can what? Enjoy the fruits of immortality, which is the thing to be clean for life, man.
Immortality, rulership, spiritual power.
See? Ants getting dirt on it, bro. Yeah. Hey, even the ants though. Get that in Proverbs 6 and say they're small people, but they're a great army.
That's it.
They great workers, man. And the Lord used the attributes of them. They just bit me.
They be working.
But I gotta keep working. Gotta bring the precepts up. Go ahead, huh? Why are you? They getting me. It's 6. It's Proverbs 6, huh? The ants are small people, but they work. They're a great army.
That's right.
Y'all got it out? Go ahead, bring it up.
Yeah.
Proverbs 6 and 6.
That's it.
Go to the ant, thou sluggard.
Yeah.
Consider her ways
Yeah.
and be wise.
And be wise. And what the reason why we consider the ant, because the ant he work when pretty much, if you ever kick the ant pile down, they start working immediately.
That's
All
it.
of them working. And then they work like oxen. They don't never stop working till the ant pile build back
Back
up.
up.
But there's little people, right? Get away. It says that. It says the ant are small people, or they're a small army, but they're great people. The way that they work, because they. You know, they say the bees is little that fly, but she's chief amongst the sweet things. I'm not talking about that. It said ant is the little people, like they're great people, though they little. You know, you look at an ant, be like, man, this little ant working so hard.
Yeah.
That's like us.
Yeah.
It said we are we're a small sanctuary, like we're little people,
Little people.
right?
You gotta get it.
Get me, bro.
Yeah, they is.
Y'all got it? One of y'all brothers got what it is. That what I'm
That's
asking
it.
y'all
That's
for?
it.
I might be
Might be quoting it wrong.
Which having no guide, overseer.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Proverbs 6 and I'll just reread 6.
Go ahead.
Go to the ant, thou sluggard, consider her ways and be wise, which having no guide, overseer, or ruler, provided her meat in the summer, and gathereth her food in the harvest. How long wilt thou sleep, O sluggard? When wilt thou arise out of thy sleep? Yet a little sleep, a little slumber, a little folding of the hands to sleep.
Listen, go ahead.
So shall thy poverty come as one that traveleth, and thy want as an armed man.
Just break it down. I might be paraphrasing whatever. Let me find what I'm saying. Just like I might mix it up. What is it? No, you tripping.
It's a couple of them.
I was reading it. Let's talk about the ants.
I got it.
Yeah. Listen, I know I ain't tripping, bro. Y'all let me think I'm tripping, huh?
This is Proverbs 30 and 25.
Go ahead.
The ants are a people not strong.
Yeah.
That's it.
See? Yeah, go read it.
The ants are a people not strong, yet they prepare their meat in the summer.
Because they little, right? An ant so little, you'll be like, that thing don't got no strength, man. But they prepare their meat in the summer, man.
That's right.
All right? So they can what? When the harvest or it's time it's cold, they can what? Live in what they built.
But they
get ahead of their work, right?
Yes,
so they
that's right.
can live later, right? And
That's right.
and that mean they early, they beat times. An ant work beat times.
That's like they can take a-
Before he have to work, he work.
Like a big frog or whatever like that, something 10 times bigger than them, they take and pick it up and be gone with
Yup.
it.
The ant will
It's
pick it up
something
and
what
be
you
gone. I
said.
just saw an
Yeah.
ant, little
You
bit of
pick
ant
up all
with
kind of
a
stuff.
nice piece of bread that's
Strong.
bigger than him.
Yeah,
And
and
he's
gone.
walking slow.
Yeah.
But he got
Yeah.
it. You know? So same with us, man. We a
Yeah.
little people, but we strong. All right? We're a little nation, a small nation, but we're a strong nation who got the
That's it.
spirit of the Lord with us, man. Go ahead, Al. Y'all got it. I'm bad. I'm bad.
Yeah, back on that brother age, that's why we gonna refer to those ants. You know what I'm saying? Because as you say, we become a strong nation. You know, if we build the elect.
That's right,
You know? And then also, people look at us as ants because they see that we doing the work and we don't see no profit of it. You know what I'm saying? They look at us, how we the kings, you know, roughly paraphrasing all that wisdom sound of 5.
Now you can get that
Yeah,
in that Sirach. Get that in that Sirach that says the bee is little among those that fly. Yeah.
That's why I left it.
Because we underestimate. Look at us as a nation. We poor. We don't have much, right? We look little. We be little to the nation. Like, look at these people. That's your people, Lord. Like, they're destroyed nation.
That's why nobody listen to us.
That's why nobody don't listen. Y'all don't have no purpose. Y'all purpose.
Got no money, got no power.
Y'all got that?
Staff.
It's
Yeah.
Then go ahead, brother. Got it.
I got one for you real quick. This is Job 8 and 7. Though thy beginning was small, yet thy latter end should greatly increase.
And because if you work as an ox, before it plows the ground, it's nothing. But after that ox get finished plowing the ground, you can plant seeds, you can grow fruits, trees. It's a great abundance, it's a great increase. All right? And that's how our harvest is. Our harvest is gonna be an increase so big we'll never get to the end of our harvest, man. Like, in other words, we're gonna We can eat of it, eat of the fruits thereof in the kingdom of heaven, and it never go away. It's like we're gonna have an infinite harvest.
Keep multiplying.
Right? Yeah, because we worked and worked. And that's why our ladder and what is gonna greatly increase. We had a small beginning though. We was a little people. But our ladder should be greatly increased. Go ahead.
If I could say, and once the ox got on it, that yoke,
yoke.
that plows on, what Yahushua say, put on my yoke for it is light.
Yup.
Because we know what's
It's
coming.
burden. How you have a burden that's light?
Right.
See? Burdens are usually not height, right?
Right.
That's why
it's a burden.
I always say this, that our burdens are not going anywhere. We just getting stronger. We starting to learn to carry the afflictions, the trials, the punishments, right? We start to learn to carry the yoke. That's why he said, take upon me for my yoke is easy. Anything that yoke you, it restricts you, is uncomfortable. If you got a dog having around his neck, he don't really want that collar on him. If you ever notice, because you pulling him, you jacking him, you got a trajectory, he ain't free like that. But we are free in the Lord, long as we teach this word, man.
That's it.
All right, the Lord, this word have made us free. All right, in shackles, in bondage.
That's it.
That's why y'all trying to say, his yoke is light.
It's light. It's starting to be light because it's righteous. Go ahead, bring it on out.
All right, this is Sirach 11:3. The bee is little among such as fly, but her fruit is the chief of sweet things.
See, the bee is little, but yet they produce the sweetest fruits, man.
Yes.
Sweetest fruits. You know, hey, same go with us. You know, we are little right now, man. We can be much bigger in the kingdom. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact,
Our fruit is the sweet of chief things. So the chief thing is the principal things, right? And the fruit that be coming of the principal things is just likened it to the kingdom of heaven. It's all the top things, man. That ain't just no small phrase there. Chief things is what we're gonna inherit in the kingdom of heaven. It's gonna be chief above all. All right, and that's the fruit of the kingdom of heaven. But it was a small beginning, but the latter end was increased, man. Like the brother read in Job 8:7. Go ahead, Al. Y'all got it.
say, you ever made that point earlier where it say what the ants were, they work beat times, right?
They work beat times, come.
Get that scripture, Kalai?
It's the book of Sirach, chapter 51 and verse 30. It reads, work your work beat time.
Ooh.
And in his time, he will give you your reward.
That's right. It said, hey, work your work beat time. Just like hey, the energy had brought up, right?
That's right.
Yeah. Hey, we're gonna tell you where beat time means before it's too late.
It's early.
Yeah, early. It's too late. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? While we able to. Hey, sooner or later, we gonna work will be done. You know, the ministry was gonna be over with. You know, so hey, we gotta do what's pleased to the Lord right now. Hey, do His word, preach His word, or we got a chance to. You know, say while God's doing that to the end, we will see that reward. You know.
That's the book of Sirach, chapter 2, verse 3. It says, cleave unto him and depart not away, and that thou mayest be increased at thy last end.
Look, the brother, Yerushalayim put that on there. He shalom to you too, brother. Y'all was the brother put this on there. It says, 2 Corinthians, what that's 5 and 6. For the more we suffer for Yahushua, the more Yahweh will shower us with His comfort through Yahushua. This is the NLT. Even when we are weighed down with troubles, it is for your comfort and salvation. For when we ourselves are comforted, we will certainly comfort you. Then you can patiently endure the same things we suffer. So he put a little picture up that it says,
GMS dedication page.
GMS dedication page said, life doesn't get easier, you just get strong. And then he got a wolf with arrows in him, and then the old wolf that took the arrows and died out. You see that?
Yeah, that old us, we wouldn't be able to get
we went, look, and it got one arrow in it, and it fell out. And the other one got thousands of arrows in it, and he's just standing strong. He up on his feet.
That's the same wolf.
That's the same wolf.
He grew. His spirit grew.
Right? You know? But he got more afflictions as he grew.
That's right.
Right? And that's the meat of the walk. He was, you gotta bear your cross. Take up the cross and bag, man. This is what comes with it.
Yeah, but the scripture say, Psalms 55 and 22, cast out burdens to the Lord.
Yep.
He will sustain you.
Yep.
So that's how that wolf, that same goes up. That's how we got stronger and stronger. We suffer.
Yeah.
Today, the Lord gave us the age. We was able to bear it through the scriptures. You know?
You got it. Y'all got something? Y'all brothers got some precepts on the side?
I got one.
Go ahead, read what you got out, and then let the better bring it
That's
out.
the book of Luke, chapter 14, verse 27. It says, and whosoever does not bear his cross and come after me cannot be my disciple.
Yeah. Basically, you can't bear your cross. You can't get through the suffering that Lord's about to put you through. Then you ain't gonna make it.
Yeah.
You know, you can't be the Lord to suffer.
It's true, not for you.
Yeah, it's
You're
not
not
for you.
ready to do that.
Yeah, tribulation gonna do one or two things.
That's it.
Like build you up or break you down.
Yeah, break it down.
Make you a break.
You know, and for the elect,
Y'all
the
want a
Lord
drink?
allow certain things to break
Yeah,
you
Mike.
down to build
Y'all
you
want a
up.
drink?
But that's
Water,
when
body
Jacob
on?
get weak. Jacob get
Girl.
weak and be like, damn,
What you
the
want?
Lord pounded me, and he'll
Now,
take
hold it.
his hand off the plow.
What you
Right?
want? Body
Because
on, water.
while we doing this work, and like the brother said, laborers' works is uncomfortable. Okay? Yeah, I'll take the water. I'll take the water. Yeah, laborers' work is uncomfortable. You have fatigue, okay, sweat. You might get a mechanical injury. Right? You might hurt yourself, stab yourself up. The water, you know. But like we just showed that picture, you start to get used to it, right? Because you know at the end of the day the reward is going to be greater than what you're doing.
That's it.
That's what the scripture say, hey, prepare ourselves for temptation.
Yeah.
You know, hey,
That's
the
it.
Lord to test you. You know what I'm saying? Hey, yeah, Sirach too.
That's
Hey,
it.
get Sirach 27 and 5 real quick, just to go into what you were saying, because it says in Psalms, many are the afflictions of the righteous, but the Lord delivered them out of them all.
That's it.
So it just, hey, this is the condition of the battle. That man that's born upon the earth shall fight. We got this judgment from the Lord, right, to come down. This what you gotta wealth.
Yes.
So whatever come your way, that was slated for you.
Yes.
Kaya, whatever come my way, the Lord like, if you my man, if you of the elect, you gonna be able to carry that. It don't matter what it is, afflictions, sicknesses, infirmities, debts, whatever. It's like you're gonna have to carry everything. Paul was shipwrecked in the deep. He was beaten with stripes, stoned. All these things happened to Paul. And it's one, these things happened to this man. He was shipwrecked, beaten with stripes, stoned.
Blinded.
He was blinded. All this happened to this righteous man. And not was once saying he was righteous. And this was happening to him. Right? He never seen the righteous forsaken. The Lord ain't gonna forsake us. He gonna chastise us, but not forsake us. Go ahead.
This is Sirach 27 and
Watch this,
5.
watch this nigga, man. Go ahead.
This is Sirach 27 and 5. It says, the furnace proveth the potter's vessel.
The furnace prove the potter's vessel. When you put a pot on a stove, the heat from it prove how strong it is. Right? The more heat it can take, the stronger the kettle or the pot is. Go ahead.
The furnace proveth the potter's vessels, so the trial of man is in his reason.
The trial is in your reasoning. The afflictions you go through, they're a mental cycle in your psyche that's telling you, look, I'm just trying to give up, man. I can't keep taking this no more, man. If Yahweh would have gave up of walking and holding this cross to bear all our sins and iniquities, we'll all be dead. He had to carry everything with his cross. No, he had to finish. Right? Because he asked the Lord to take the cup from me. The cup. No, you got to drink everything that's in the cup. That's why the Lord told Edom, you're going to drink the dregs of the cup.
That's right.
And then you're going to drink the cup after you drink the cup.
That's right.
You got to put the whole cup down your damn mouth,
You
man.
get a triple shot.
Yes.
Well, you got to handle it,
When
baby.
Yahweh took the whole cup, when he said,
Yeah.
Lord, take this cup from me, let it pass. Let the heat pass. The heat that coming with this cup. And the Lord ain't say nothing.
Ain't say nothing.
Like, no, you gonna have to take this. You went down there. You gotta die for the nation.
Got to die for him.
You gotta carry that. So if he would have listen, if he would have said, look, Lord, I give up at any time, we'll all be dead right now.
Yeah.
Because we would have no cloak for our sins. We would have nothing. We
That's
would
it.
have no forgiveness for sins. So you
That's
gotta think about that. If Yahweh took the whole yoke and bared everything, then us being the servants of Yahweh, we differ nothing from our master. So we
That's
gotta
it.
carry the things he carried.
That's
Go ahead.
right.
I was gonna say it'll be nothing to reconcile us back to the Father.
Yep.
it'll be nothing. We just
That's it.
No mediator.
no mediator. You know.
Nothing.
We have to die.
It's death.
Yes. We have nothing in place. We have no mercy.
Yeah.
Right? Go ahead, brothers. Y'all got it. You finished?
I got something to back up.
You was finished?
He's saying.
What you read? I think it was just those two.
Yeah.
Huh?
Fruit declared the tree. That was the next one.
That's it.
Good. Kind. This
Break it down.
Isaiah 53:10, just backing up the point that the brother making about Yahushua bearing our iniquities, man. Right? It reads, yet it pleased the Lord Yahweh to bruise him. He hath put him to grief. When thou shalt make his soul an offering for sin, he shall see his seed, he shall prolong his days, and his pleasure of the Lord shall prosper in his hand. Now this is the point. He shall see the travail of his soul and shall be satisfied. By his knowledge by his knowledge shall my righteous servant justify many, for he shall bear their iniquities.
Yeah, every day Yahushua had to go through what he did for us. Where's all he led?
That's
You know
right.
what I'm saying? He also even got to do the same. That's what I'm saying. You get that? Philippians 1:29.
Philippians 1:29. For unto you it is given in the behalf of Hamashiach Yahushua, not only to believe on him, but also to suffer for his sake.
That's right. Yes. It's, yeah, not only we was going to come to this thing, believing on the Lord, call upon the Lord, preach his word.
You gotta
this and
suffer
that.
too.
Yeah, we got to suffer too. For his sake.
He did it for our
Yeah, he
sakes.
did it for us, so you got to do the same.
It's reciprocating. We got to reciprocate that suffering.
Yeah.
When y'all had something. I got something after you.
Back in Luke 14:27, just touching on the point, you know, it says, and whosoever does not bear his cross and come after me cannot be my disciple. For which of you, intending to build a tower, sitteth not down first and counteth the cost, whether he have sufficient to finish it?
Yeah, basically, yeah, like, yeah, what I brought up earlier. They just going to say, prepare thyself for temptation. So before you come to this thing, you know, he's saying, yo, you believe in the Lord, you preach his word, you know what I'm saying, come to the truth. And you got, hey, if you prepare, things you're going to go through. Or hey, we can come in. You know? Just like as a building, like before you build something, you got to make sure you have all the things you have.
The material.
The material.
You can't finish the job without having the tools for the job.
Yeah, all material.
How you, like, what are you going to do when you run to a point to where you don't got enough wood or something to put this timber right here, or the girt about it, man, or whatever, you know, whatever it may be, man. Like, this a house that got to get completed, and it's going to get completed because it's going to be completed through the Spirit. The Spirit is complete, and nothing can tear the Spirit down. That's why this third temple is being built by the Spirit. It ain't being built with hands. This one is spiritual. And it's gonna what? Reside and last forever.
Right.
You wanna say something?
I got a precept.
You got a little more?
You got a little more.
Finish
Okay,
up.
all right.
It's verse 29, it says, less happily, after he had laid the foundation and is not able to finish it, all that behold it begin to mock him, saying, this man began to build and was not able to finish.
Yeah, you could be laughed at. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, your so-called friends and family. You know, hey, because they see, hey, like you brought out earlier that he was able to get watched. You know, not only hey, about the brothers or sisters that believe this, they are also, hey, you know, the gangsters as well, unbelievers. You know, hey, so when they see you not, hey, you so-called proclaiming to them, you know, you saying they gonna be the them, but then all of a sudden you couldn't do what you doing.
Yeah, you right.
And deservedly so though.
Yeah, that's right.
And you make the will of Yahweh look like a lie.
That was it.
Okay, 2 Corinthians chapter 4 and verse 16 said, for which cause we faint not, but though our outward man perish, yet the inward man is renewed day by day. So how is, we getting renewed through this wisdom, this knowledge, this what this gospel, you know what I'm saying? Wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of the time, shall be a stronghold in times of trouble. Verse 17, so like, for our light affliction, which is but for a moment, worketh for us a far more exceeding and eternal weight of glory. So, you know, it's just only for a moment. Your temptation, your affliction, you know, your persecution is just only for a moment. You know, we got to get what? Tried as gold to try it in the fire. You know, Lord got to try you out. See, you're going to be worthy. You know what I'm saying? What the Lord's getting ready to bring, a dominion, rulership, spiritual power. Verse 18, it says, while we look not at the things which are seen, but at the things which are not seen, for the things which are seen are temporal. You know what I'm saying? Esau, what is the end of the world, this temporal world, you know what I'm saying? It's fading away right now, this rulership, you know, so we right at the end of this thing, you know, so we got to keep pushing, we got to keep what? Believing. It says temporal, but the things which are not seen are eternal. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, we got to have faith. The just shall live by faith. You know what I'm saying? Believing in things that you have not seen, but yet you believe. You know what I'm saying? And we right there. You know what I'm saying? The kingdom of heaven is fast approaching. You know, we know the Lord's very close. You got to.
Come. They say that in 2 Corinthians, we have an eternal house not built with hands.
That's it.
When you read that, I did that 2 Corinthians 6, all 5. We have an eternal house in the heavens built without hands, man.
That's it.
Right? When we merge that body with the spirit, we get those extraterrestrial bodies, man. We in our kingdom.
That's
Finally.
it. That's right, the new bodies.
And it's eternal.
Tell you, but we can't wait.
Incorruptible.
Incorruptible.
Right?
Immortality. That's it.
On and on, forever,
right.
man.
Got to take out these chains.
Yeah, we're gonna get out. We're gonna get out the chains, get out these bodies.
Get out this generic bootleg shit. We gonna get in the real stuff. You know,
put on that. Yeah.
This is a step down right here. Yeah, yeah. This is a step down right now. But the Lord finna get ready to upgrade us, baby.
Great, you got it. You were finished?
Yeah, I'm done. I'm done, man. I'm done.
Yeah, y'all got it.
Yeah,
You got it. This out of the book of Romans, chapter 8, and verse 16. Yeah, one of my favorite scriptures.
Yeah, the whole,
you know, it
the
reads.
whole creature groaning.
Yes.
The manifestation.
I don't tell you.
It reads.
Yes.
The Spirit itself bearing witness with our spirit that we are the children of Yahweh, and if children, then heirs, heirs of Yahweh, and joint heirs with Hamashiach. If so be that we suffer with him, that we may be also glorified together. And the glorification.
Go ahead, catch it. Whoever got the metal one, we put that one and get out of there. Go ahead. Go ahead. Speak what you're gonna say, and then you break the last one down.
The glory is right there with the suffering. All right, you got it. In order to be glorified, you must suffer. You have to suffer first. All right. Just the same way as Yahushua did. Yahushua suffered first and then was glorified after, man.
That's right.
Yes.
Okay? And that's the same thing with us. It says we'll be joint heirs with him. Alright?
Yeah, that's how you being tried too, by suffering.
Yeah.
You know, before you join something or you become friends with Yahushua, you gotta put your
prove it.
That's right.
But this verse 18, it reads, for I reckon that the sufferings of this present time are not worthy to be compared with the glory which shall be revealed in us.
Yeah, the reward we can receive is going to be made greater than what we're going through right now.
Right.
Far greater. Yeah, far greater. The difference is, as soon as we get in our kingdom, it will be no suffering. You know, it will be eternal joy. You know what I'm saying? But why? These sufferings going to a nice little path, man. We're able to do it. And if we don't be late.
And the Lord said, this is a light affliction. We got to stop playing games, man. When you read Isaiah 53, the Lord was beaten and battered. He had to drink piss. Do Jake know that? Do Jake really read and understand what's going on? Brother, we get a little knick-knack, man. I'm just going through it. Jake got the war me spirit walking around, man.
Yeah.
Jake got a scratch on his elbow. Brother, man, we're in hell, brother. Come on, man. You got a scratch on your elbow, man.
Yeah, keep rolling.
The Lord was whipped, beaten. He had to drink piss. This is in the scriptures, man. Like stabbed. Right? What they didn't do to the Lord. Let's just be real, man. All right? Jay got to understand that, man. We can't be this a light affliction, bro. Just wear what you got to wear, man. Like Job said in Job 10, that he said, I'm going to speak in the bitterness of my soul. He said, I'm going to keep my complaint upon myself and speak in the bitterness of my soul. And rock and roll, man. Jay complain, what you complaining about? After really, when you really think about it, Yahushua should have been the one complaining. Yeah. Yet he never said a thing.
That's right.
He just went to his judgment.
That's
He
it.
walked, you ain't hear him cry. He didn't say nothing. He right for it, he said, Lord, take the cup away. When the Lord ain't answer, straight away, man. Let's get
That's
it on.
it.
That's it.
He just girded up.
That's it. It's time to gird up. Yeah. I can't do nothing else.
Right.
No other way.
Same as us, man. So, you know, you got to complain in your soul, man, or
That's it.
something. All right? And hold your complaint upon
That's it.
yourself.
It's game
At this
time.
point, it's game time.
That's it, baby.
Right? Sudden death.
We late in the fourth quarter, baby.
Bring out, you got something?
Yeah.
Well, bring out what you got. That's it. Everybody? Going in on riot. Go ahead, break it down. We got it.
It is James chapter 1, verse 2 and 3, and it reads, My brethren, count it all joy when ye fall into diverse temptations, knowing this, that the trying of your faith work patience.
Yeah. We have Bob's going through these suffering that we're going through now is teaching us patience, you know, the way upon the Lord. That's right. You know what I'm saying? Because hey, we're going to need that type of patience when the
That's right.
comes. You know, when that main test comes.
That's right.
Hey, the Lord, if I can say, brother, the Lord teach us how to suffer. Patience is suffering.
Yeah.
That's
But
it.
then he give us an instruction, a biblical instruction on this is how you suffer. So the Lord looked out for us even in our
That's it.
suffering. He
That's
didn't just
right.
let us suffer and didn't know why or what we going through it for. Like, no, this is why, this is what for, and this is for who.
That's it.
And this is how you do it. Come on, man. Can't get it. That's love.
That's it.
Be ashamed of them that wait on him.
That, yeah. The Lord gave us everything we needed on how
That's
to
it.
suffer, man. That's love.
Make it through.
That's love. That's when you love your children.
That's it.
That was it?
Yeah, that was it.
Go ahead, Ryan. Take that. Take it up.
This is Galatians chapter 6. I'm going to start at 8. For he that soweth to the flesh shall of the flesh reap corruption. But he that soweth to the Spirit shall of the Spirit reap life everlasting. And let us not be weary in well doing, for in due season we shall reap. We shall reap if we faint not.
Yeah, let us not get weak or faint through the suffering that we're going. But yeah, it gets stronger. The way we will to remain until the end to receive that reward.
Reap everlasting
Yeah,
life.
everlasting life. You know? Alright, with that, I hope this camp was edifying to anybody that was listening. I hope he left. Alright, now before we end this video, we're going to give our praises.
Yahweh, Hashem, Yahushua, Hashem, Rakakadash.
Tomorrow's Apostle Ellis of GMS, and peace and mercy to all we elect. Yeah, Baba Ball.
Baba Ball. Baba Ball. Baba Ball. Kwame Yasharala. Shalom.